Vitality.
With new maps, it's an opportunity for the underdogs to get an edge. That's essentially how it should always be looked at. If you think about what makes the great teams great is being the best at the already figured out maps. They're the ones that have already set the bar. So a map like Train offers up brand new rounds way more consistently than any other map in the pool. Honestly, Gamer Legion are going to be one of the teams that a lot of other their tier 1 opponents will actually emulate to learn what to do next.
Put them in like that 3D Max pool where you see better teams stealing tidbits of their play.
Yeah.
Now, a big question for me tonight is, this PR Rez combo is hands down the best duo that Gamer Legion can bank on, but Towson is having a phenomenal event off of their opening game. Lights out performance, exceeding his average by far. And so the question will be whether or not they have that third piece, because Gamer Legion with a third piece,
Oh boy.
that's the win condition today.
Oh.
It's gonna land and deal half of the damage to Kersey. Rop's easy headshots as far as he's concerned. Nice angle, taken back. 3 players inside sight, and this recovery is truly underway, but the ramp flank, you'd think that's gonna catch Kersey. He's on the reload. Player in the top shelf also exposed to Mezzy, so yes, you get that rebound for a moment out of Kersey, who also has a spotlight on him to try to step up versus ZywOo this evening. Huge ask.
Huge ask.
But the Mezzy flank is where this one gets sealed, and it's a Vitality CT pistol.
It's the Mezzy flank. It also helps them time their HE with more confidence. Everybody coming down the ramp, they know that something's going to be hit. If they don't come through, then Mezzy will get all the info right there. So it's a nice round for Vitality. I too am not so concerned, even though they've made their own comments saying they're not they're kind of scared about everything. I'm just not that concerned with how well they're going to do in a longer time frame. Oh, PR actually has a really interesting opportunity here.
No way. Well, had past tense.
Yeah.
Oops. Tough with a Glock, man. Let's be real.
It was close.
No, I'm right there with you. I think actually really well.
They have too many good players.
Yes.
You know, like even if the team form isn't good enough,
Yes.
they have Rops is one of the only star anchors, and then they have ZywOo, and then they have they have too many strong individual performers.
I also just think, Maui Snake and Dupree just did a phenomenal job of painting us the picture and the reminder of the slump that even the great Astralis went through prior to the Berlin Major.
Yeah.
Right? Because for a lot of people, this is the first era they've ever witnessed. So this is technically, in their minds, the first time they've seen an era end. But if you were around for that 6 months that nobody really talks about, because in the grand scheme of Astralis, it wasn't the end of the world.
Yeah.
It probably felt like it in the moment, the same way Vitality does today.
Yes.
But they're not going anywhere.
What it felt like, and I remember being there, what it felt like is this is the opportunity for Liquid to take over from where Astralis left off. But as soon as Astralis beat them and won, then you were reminded it wasn't over.
Yep.
That it never actually ended. So there is always more time to talk. Exactly.
Now Flamesy, this is brave. Oh my god, deep in through the T-Con. It's 2 CT smokes to get him out of there, so utility investment for the escape, but maintaining 5v4, good amount of map control, and also more than anything, just a little disrespect. That's kind of a slap in the face for Gamer Legion in the first rifle round. We're gonna come flying at you with an MP9. Deep angle from Rops, always a nuisance to pin him down inside of this B site when his options feel unlimited.
They don't know about this position. Either Apex has a freebie, he just doesn't know how Kersey's playing it. The bomb is gonna come T-main. Okay.
See ya! ZywOo double MP9, and this is a phenomenal start as far as Vitality are concerned. 4 players standing at the end of this one, money being made, majority MP9 kills,
Yeah.
and again, just the tone, the nature of that aggression.
And I don't think you'd sack any event as a team in a position that Vitality are in where all eyes are on them. But every time they do have an early exit or a really slow whatever, it gives them more time to get the preparation that they can't get after tournaments with deep runs. It's actually a period where they can grow in a season where there was literally no time because they finished every single event in grand finals.
Not only time, but we always say that you learn more from losses than you do from wins.
Yeah.
What happens when you win all the events in a row like that? You know, you literally cannot come back better if you don't take that step back. And I think Flamesy in a recent interview kind of had that conversation as well, where it's like, if we are truly going to take it to an even higher height to be one of the legendary teams of all time, Well, yeah, of course we need to lose.
Yeah, growth is cyclical, and if you mentally, if you don't have a reason to learn, you're not going to do it for no reason. Other teams had to prove it too, that they'd be better.
Rops's fallback almost stopped, but he's able to hang on with the 20 health. There was that scout in play from Kersey, but never even given a chance to shoot at anything. Right now, this map pick, Vitality seeming very prepared and confident that they've got the edge over Gamer Legion.
Yeah, it's not a great look so far for Gamer Legion. Every spot that Vitality are playing, it feels like it's like a totally brand new position. I mean, you are seeing slightly new setups inside of B here with Robson, more of these aggro spots, which is nice to see because he was already just the best at playing B side on Train, but ultimately it was like playing back on Cloud most rounds and just too hard to kill. But yeah, this is where the game plan maybe evolves a bit for Vitality. They have Gamer Legion looking a little lost.
The fact you've got PR, Rez, and Towson all still 0 kills. I mean, I'll throw ZTR in that boat as well, but it's really that trio that you expect good things to come from.
0 T rounds. 0 kills on T rounds.
It hurts, doesn't it?
But it's also kind of funny. Yeah, Kersey only on 3 kills.
And he's got all of the kills for the entire team.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when you look at that, and then you look at the money on the ZT side, and you see it's only round 5. You see what happens when you don't get kills.
Oh, yeah. And on top of it, they're going to be racking up that extra 250 every round because they're killing all of you every time.
They're catching every timing. The T's are just like always looking in the wrong direction. Like nothing is working at all.
I wonder if that's like a trickle-down effect of just the nature of that first aggressive T main rush. Like from that point onwards,
they let him go.
Not able to catch ZywOo in the net. 2 health on the escape. You know, there's been very close moments where T's could have gotten an opening. Flamesy, does he swing in or fall back? Looks like he plays it more passive with a teammate next to him, and it's all good in the meantime. Apex, ZywOo, cleaning house.
They look so confused.
Outside of T-Con, there is a bit of a bounce back. PR double kill through Ivy during all that distraction offered by Rez.
There we go.
Oh, this is coming together nicely. 2v4, I think. Rops, he'll clean up what's left of Rez, but time expires, and this round slips through their hands. It was all that chaos in the outer yard that burns off the clock, but by God, Gamer Legion, at least we see a heartbeat.
Yeah, at least they get kills. So 4 frags is something. Close try here for Gamer Legion, marginally scary. Ultimately, though, the reason it comes down to time is these awkward mid-round moments. They're kind of just getting hit from the left and the right, and the only thing that went well was PR's lurk after Mezzy thought he had cleared out Ivy. That, okay, he was in the one corner that wasn't spotted. That was a lead. That was something. 2 kills like that should be able to help you overcome the A site, but it has to be more than one guy contributing.
It's in moments like that that I look to Rez specifically, because in even the Gamer Legion losses, he's the one piece that can generally try to keep the boat afloat. And you know, if there's one player doing that, giving you a chance, then that's when you do get to bounce back into some of those games. They don't always result in wins. Rez isn't enough alone, but he is that one piece that can seemingly like hang on when things are going south. Right now, he's not doing enough. PR almost with the flank, worked with him. But if there's any bounce back into this, you know, I always look to Rez to be like that real rock for Gamer Legion.
Yeah. Well, he is the oldest player on the server today.
He's seen it all.
56 years old.
Doesn't look a day over 40. Actually, how old is Rez off the top of your head? Guess.
27. That's my guess.
Dead on, baby.
Boom.
Well done, Mohan. It's because you've been around a block or 2 as well.
Yeah.
Flamesy on the cleanup of the attempted exit. There's just no real momentum here. Kersey keeps trying to come through with one.
Shroud.
But that one's done for. This is a very quick half. We are halfway through it, in fact. 6-0 for Team Vitality.
When I think of an Ashe game plan, I always think of that Strickland Adesanya fight, you know, the Philly shell,
the
just
Philly
tailored to that one specific fighter, right? And you see Ashe when he called that game against he was coaching against Spirit, and how they just played a style of CS that was only suitable for those 40 minutes. And made it work. It feels like right now what we're seeing is Gamer Legion came in prepared for something that is absolutely not happening at all.
Right.
And so they would look like geniuses, but right now they just look totally lost. Because I'm not going to assume they're not prepared.
They would never be.
That's just not the team.
Nope. That's not what we talk about when we
Gamer Legion.
discuss Gamer Legion.
Yeah.
But some kills would help.
Kills always help.
Kills would help. I'm looking at that bank account across Vitality, and I think, is that stake money or what? 12,000 on Apex, 10K for Rops. My oh my.
People don't talk about killing enough and how important it is.
It's human nature, after all. A couple missed shots from ZywOo, but Rops does still slot into the corner. And keeping this pressure, you know, it's another moment where it's like, much like that MP9 flying through the T-Con out of the gate, this is just like Gamer Legion trying to get to that point where maybe they put in the plan that you're mentioning. It's not afforded much. Easy. Ugh, and Mezzi holds off on the Ivy duel. PR bested. Doesn't even do damage over Mezzi. Who's going to go for the incendiary as well. That keeps ZTR out of play, but Kersey keeps trying to find openings.
That's something good for sure.
It's the silver lining for Gamer Legion is he is bringing at least a chance to the table with some of these mid-round openings. It establishes man advantage for now. 45 seconds, bombs on site on the back of Rez, and Towson's cover punishes the Flamesy flank. A really late play though here from ZTR that'll eventually get through A site, but if the B players die in the meantime, I don't think Gamer Legion closed this round. Mezzi thinking that the oil train could have been pushed.
They mollied him so they know.
Rez has been found out.
Okay,
but he turns on Apex. And now from above, Towson hits his headshot. That is Kersey opening up the B round by punishing the aggression here for Vitality.
Yeah, stop both hands on the double push. That was nice from Kersey. And Mezzi did an admirable job on Ivy of holding back this half of the map. But ultimately, I think this is what was confusing, and this is where Gamer Legion, you know, found something. They didn't seem. It's weird to be set up to go inner at the same time as going Ivy, so it serves as sort of a fake. Maybe Vitality's guard was down for 1 second. And one awkward moment there for Apex where he tries to take that duel too quickly, but
Yeah.
for a second he was
game.
9-1.
Having a great game. Woo, Rez exposed by the nades on smoke, and Rops kills Towson. So all you've got now for Gamer Legion at a minute 35 is 3 players walking out Ivy.
It's also true that
But back.
they still get a kill from that. Unlucky. Also, it's true that Apex's individual form actually is probably a reason that they slumped a bit for a second there.
Oh, yeah.
It was so drastic for a second.
Keeping the pressure on.
What is
Now,
happening with these kills?
Rops' team killing, PR's still alive. We go 2 versus 2 in a very weird round. Flamesy's still aggressive, but decides to fade back.
Very awkward moments. Flamesy's looking to cut their entrance over to B off, which is actually just sort of the perfect thing to do because they can't be past him yet. I don't know if they have info on both players. I think they should, though.
Really giving them the outer yard here, Vitality. Sweeping back in. Flamesy on a
this is
key spawn flank.
It's a perfect play because Flamesy is just now made sure they can't go inner. Now, there's no way unless they walk by him on the other side of Brown Halls that they did this. Didn't happen. He's going to guarantee that he has a flank on the outside site. ZywOo knows for sure that it's a bomb that's going to be planted around the train right in front of him. It's just a matter of if it's T-Con or if it's Ivy.
And a matter of hitting the shots as well, but Vitality have seemed sharper across the board. Flamesy's walkout catches the support of the op. Doesn't kill him, though. Planter's going to be tagged. Mate, oh no, it bounced back. That's certainly not ideal, but they do remove the angle from Kersey, and then PR tries to do it. Kersey's rotation over, missed shot. ZywOo, fast reaction.
That was awkward. How'd they not know he could have rotated there? That was the only place he could have gone.
Yeah, and the alternative is just hold the smoke and expect him to run through it.
Yeah.
But I think maybe because the smoke was still so thick, it would have been a very easy run from the smoke behind this, you know? It's like a 2-foot gap into cover, guaranteed.
This is a very weird round. 2 team kills.
Yeah, I don't know. Your job, break it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, see the smoke, he could have crept into sight.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, They get out of an awkward situation. It was an awkward situation that Gamer Legion really needed to go their way. That was just dropping the bucket here, getting one round now. This one's going to go inner. Again, I feel like Apex and Rops have been doing a classy job working together on the B site, so see if maybe they can try to pull his rotation. Oh, and they do.
Yep. Same position here from Rops. He's played it in the past. And Apex down low, trying to drop nades out.
Bomb can't go. Kersey wants to get the kill, but he can't.
Got him pinned in temporarily. Mezzi on arrival, clips Towson's wings. And Apex just going to maintain vision. So now that you've got Z control, more and more players can come through. ZTR takes it into his own hands to get aggressive. And in anticipation of a Mezzi climb up, ZTR, you are a madman trying to get that aggressive into the face of this three-player core. Kersey's going to go down with only one. And so PR with a chance to close the round, but an op that you'd think should stay trained on him. Yes, ZywOo gets the angle, throws some nades out to help. And between them, Vitality in with another B-site retake.
Yeah, that's... Oh, man, ZTR almost makes the play that wins the round, but then actually just goes way too far. If he sits where he is, obviously he's top of the smoke, could have got a kill, maybe drop back anything. So now I have it locked down for sure. But from our perspective, obviously, he stands in that spot after his last kill. They're in a pretty nice position, actually delay for time. He has teammates behind him that can take aggro as he goes for another shot. So... no, it's not a guaranteed win if he doesn't push, but also we see that it looks a little riskier to go up on top of that smoke when all of Vitality are rotating in from natural positions.
Rob's disrespecting smoke, but Kersey's going to pop him.
Rob's sprays haven't been great, actually.
And Kersey's really been a beacon of hope here for Gamer Legion, but FlameZ takes up the place of his fallen teammate.
The fact that he's still here.
And they meet a smoke as they go down Pop Dog. Ooh, they are feeling so cornered.
Whoa, this is wild.
This is Apex.
Apex, though, he's thinking the Molly had already cut them off. They've walked by this, right?
I feel like FlameZ would have expected players to leave when he only finds one and they saw three previous. I think Apex is just really aware of this threat, and he's going to try to phase the smoke. Gets the jump on both, and that's awkward. ZywOo not ready for the player in the corner. This suddenly rebounds to man advantage Gamer Legion. At least Vitality are still ready on site, but a crawl through smoke sees that nade come out back sight, and they've got it. PR and Rez to close up. A very aggressive move between Apex and ZywOo, but Apex felt ready for both. ZywOo felt ready for neither.
Agreed, yeah, and Apex killed basically the wrong guy because ZywOo comes out swinging, would have got that trade. But I think Apex does the right thing. He just needed to get both kills from his spot. The second guy wasn't looking at him right away. This game has had all kinds of really crazy situations.
Honestly, that's the kind of turn, if we see that in third person again, it looks to me like ZywOo runs out of mouse pad or something. Like, he doesn't move nearly enough, even to look left. It's one of those jumbled up moments.
It's just that, why are you going to clear left when your teammate's in the corner?
Yeah. Awkward. That is a bit of a lifeline. I mean, Gamer Legion's still playing for a 4-round T-side on train. Their map pick, there's no denying their CT side will be well prepped.
Oh,
and
nice
PR
shot.
starting to find a bit of his game. You know, that's another duel where we've seen the exact same fight. PR on the approach, Mezzi holding this angle. This time PR gets the headshot, takes a dink in return. Him and Rez are going to be low, and again, Vitality are going to play an aggressive move. Through the brown halls, finding one. Bomb stuck in the corner, tries to fight its way out, but ZywOo on the escape. Ooh, tried to go back, and Rez bests him, prepared for that. It may be man advantage, but it's not health advantage.
Apex, you know, he could be inner. This is a spot where I think they're just doing some final calculations, but they're trying to figure out whether or not they can go B.
Whoa, missed off shot.
Wait, he missed. That's huge.
What?
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, that had to be a pretty bad miss, right?
What?
He wasn't even looking at him.
Apex is sitting there, perched, asking to die. Oh,
Oh.
Apex!
Damn.
C'est pas vrai. There's no way.
That's tough because that's suddenly a freebie gone to hell.
You were playing for 4, now 3 best case, and this was a sitting duck. Oh, that's he did turn.
Yeah.
He turned the moment that shot comes out,
That was his Nico moment.
and he's yelling at him. They can't hear it, but Gamer Legion knows.
He's in good company.
He's yelling at him. Ouch. Well, Apex having an absolute field day with this head-to-head. And we got a challenge out through T-Con. ZywOo not able to get back into cover. Apex under pressure, supported here by Mezzy, but a smoke goes up to deny vision. Fire on the feet of Rops. And Flamesy comes through with the multi-kill to try to slow all of this down. Just getting back into Z with 9 health. It's a winnable 1v2. The fact he has 9 HP means 1 bullet denies him and gives Gamer Legion that much-needed 3rd round on this T side. He's playing active, man.
He's maybe early to this, but going the wide way around so you can walk up hell maybe for the best chance. But if they push through, yeah, they are going to go inner, and that's the right play. Flamesy's not here holding it, then it sort of counteracts all of this info he's gone and gained. And now it goes from winnable to virtually impossible. Even though the T's are low health, how are you going to find them both, Flamesy?
Yeah, Kersey even goes in for the CT clear. You can pick up some tools for the job. Molotov, a couple flashbangs. But you're going to have to get the drop on the first one and then somehow predict the second position. Towson going up the ramp does give space over. They are giving space to him. If you can get closer to the site, you know, the beauty of the B bomb site train is all of the cover that it offers you. He won't be able to deny vision on bomb, but the player up top's not going to find an angle, so this has to be Kersey to stop it, and it is. Exactly what you'd anticipate. Smoke makes it crazy, but it is a 3rd, at least, and it could have been 4th if not for Apex topping the charts here for Vitality.
We're here with the famed Team Vitality Brit, and you're going to be taking us through your settings. We're also using the brand new Asus ROG 600Hz monitor, 0.1 millisecond response time, so let's check it out. What's the first thing you do when you sit down at a PC?
First thing is probably the NVIDIA. Like always put full screen here, keep the Hertz 600, whatever it's set, and then color settings. I never change the brightness and the contrast. You keep the same and change everything else, like the brightness and the feeling on the monitor afterward. Digital vibrance, I usually put around 75%.
Orange boy.
Yeah, I like it pretty colourful, so sometimes like even put it up to 100 and then all this kind of stuff. This is out of my realm. I kind of keep the 3D settings the same, and then for the monitor settings, like I say, the brightness and stuff, I try and keep it quite low. Like I keep this around 65 and the contrast the same. I will change the blue light filter to 0, and then the colour 5000, and then saturation I'll put up a little bit as well, so like 60. And then the gamma, I think is 1.8, so it like brings the brightness up a little bit as well. Shadow boost, actually keep it level 1. And then we're good to go for the monitor settings. And then I'll usually go in game now and then just see like how it kind of feels.
Yeah, you've got some binds, I've heard.
Yeah, I think I can change it. Sensitivity I use 2.2.
400 DPI?
400 DPI, 2.2.
Have you gone up or have you gone down?
Yeah, I was at 1.8.
It's hard to do on CS2. I feel like you need higher sense.
Yeah, I think if I felt like if I could get used to a bit of a higher sense, then it would just benefit me.
Let's go to video settings then.
Of course, always full screen, 4:3. 1280, 960.
Classic.
Feels good even though it's fast. Always stretch, sometimes black bars for a couple practice games or a deathmatch session. It feels a bit different, and then after that, like go back to stretching, it just feels like I'm playing a new game. And all of a sudden you feel so fast, like your aim feels crisp, and I don't know, like for me, just a huge refresh in the game.
And look at those hertz.
Yeah, 600 hertz.
More hertz better, right?
Yeah, you always got to max it out. Brightness stays at 93% for me.
All right, let's take us into the advanced video settings. This one is always debated.
Yeah.
Do you have anything special? Any tips here for getting the most out of it?
I always put it like at maximum FPS 0, just try and get the most, especially when you're using like the 600 hertz, nice to just max out the FPS. Keep 4x high, like the top I keep all default, and then the texture filtering I max out to 16. I think this one you've always got to keep high. Like
Shadows,
in
yeah.
CSGO, you could still have them like medium or low and still see shadows pretty well, but in CS2, like you clearly see the difference. Got to still make the game look good, especially playing 12, 89, 60 SA.
Get the wins where you can.
Yeah.
This was the CS setup brought to you by Asus, so thank you very much, Mezzy, and best of luck in Blast Bounty.
Thank you.
Apox, the French plague that has burdened Gamer Legion as they tried to get through that first half, but kind of brick-walled all over the place. Because Apex supported ROPS really nicely, but then also had these solid moments outside on the outer yard too.
Great to see his form back, and I think, yeah, like thinking back on some of the bad Vitality games recently, Apex looked like he almost went back like 5 years in terms of his gameplay, and now has just fast-forwarded again. So he's looking solid. This half wasn't the best in terms of the CS. There was a lot of messy moments. Unfortunately for Gamer Legion, they couldn't capitalize on the messy moments as much. Vitality just creamed them. So we'll see if they can close out.
Rez finds ROPS, that helps. You've got this wraparound from Kersey. Ooh, CT side kicking off with a pistol win. Could truly put Gamer Legion back in this game. Mezzy 1v5 denied after just the one. What a beautiful sequence of Gamer Legion players just wrapping around the Vitality guys.
Yeah.
That felt like a shepherd dog and a bunch of sheep.
Yeah, Vitality, sheep.
Gamer Legion, dogs.
Dogs.
I mean it in the most flattering way.
Yeah. That was, wow, pretty great. Nice shot, ZTR. What on earth? What on earth?
Woof. This is Blast Open London, after all.
Yeah, what?
Blast Open London, which means we need to get Mezzy back in that arena. Watch that man do a BBC interview.
It's kind of the best guy you could think to get all the attention for the UK. I'd be so proud.
Yep. And he really locked it down. I think in that interview he had
He
just seems super relatable and kind of brought Counter-Strike to the mainstream in a way that
he's the least hateable pro.
the UK kind of hasn't seen too much. And well, obviously to lift a trophy on home soil, that's the goal. That and getting to the 10 trophies of Astralis, right? Apex having gone out and said that. It would be number 8 in London.
That's kind of wild, actually.
Right now it's this forward Brown Hall's control and, you know, versus Glocks and a couple of upgraded pistols. Why not get this? See ya!
Wow.
Mezzy sent back
That
to
was
Birmingham.
like Gmod. He went flying.
And Gamer Legion convert very nicely with some confidence too. You know, you just kind of got beat around. What's that?
10 trophies feels like so achievable right now, but considering the form and then considering other teams and all the moves that were made in this offseason, how good everyone's going to get.
Yeah. And
the fact that like one of those wins probably has to be the major.
Yes.
In terms of the events they're attending, it's really not that easy.
No, not at all.
It's not a gimme right now. London would be a great place to start.
Feels like an achievable one. It'd be different if number 2 was that close on their heels, you know, but Spirit had this fumble at EWC. We know that there's the rumors of the incoming roster change. You know, it's not like Vitality have a Liquid for Astralis, who went on that near 90-day streak of flawless Counter-Strike. Don't get me wrong, the Mongols are still out there, but they're not here for London.
Let's see about this T round, though, for Vitality. They're not coming in with too much to work with. These kills are going to be massive, and Mezzy gets the first one convincingly.
But he pulls his nade out. Didn't think Kersey'd be so close for that follow-through.
I think
Howson about to be challenged.
Yeah, 4v4, I think they'll be quite happy about this spot.
Yeah. Drops it. And then an ump comes through for 75 damage on ZywOo.
Yeah,
Considering it's an ump rotating through Z, It's an ump with Rez, and dude, Kersey is all over the place in a good way. 16 kills to his name, trying to get this retake going. Deep push towards Z for Apex. If he blindsides this retake, you'd think that's the round-winning position, but already ZTR surpassed him. Rops is gonna get 2 kills. It falls on Apex. They don't know where he's at. Rez has a good idea, though. He pictured it. Rez visualizes Apex's decisions.
I think
wins the 1v1.
I think he also heard him running up earlier.
Okay,
I think
maybe.
he just remembered it and then thought, all right, everyone else is dead. Like, because yeah, he did trust himself right there to put some bullets through smoke. That's nice from Rez. Really saves the day here. This is a scary spot. It's still going to be expensive for Gamer Legion. We just witnessed an ump get 2 kills in a really important retake. That's just excellent. You got to trust yourself, like when it comes to that kind of play. For Rez, used a lot of ammo. It was a risk, but it was the right one.
It's the kind of rounds that you can bank on Rez to pull out of the hat.
Yeah, look what it's done. It's just their money's in such a good place now.
But if there was no Kersey in the server in this form, then there's no hope for Gamer Legion whatsoever. He's going to have to keep this up for the time being until others step it up themselves. In this round, majority pistols Vitality. Grouping themselves up, ready for this pop suddenly into the A site. It's not a question of if, but a question of when. And Rez trying to find a dirty angle into T-Con. Good trade frag back from Rops. Flash finds ZTR full blind.
Great flashes.
Second one comes out and helps, and another team kill. Third team kill of this map alone between both teams. ZywOo's Desert Eagles looking hungry.
Come on.
And sure enough, slams Towson between the eyes. A little damage comes back. Man advantage here for Vitality thanks to that.
It's a full court press here. They're outside everywhere.
But watch Kersey go ahead of the utility. Does he get the jump on anybody? Because Mezzy with a scout, ZywOo busy with the nades. Oh, Rops, that's the cover he needs. And so PR with 11 health, 1v3, or the triple pistol round from Vitality busts through.
Yeah, good luck with this one, man. They've got some upgrades waiting for him outside when this is all said and done. PR, maybe he can get a kill or two. Rops and ZywOo are low. They don't seem to know where he is. There's enough time to do whatever they want. The best option would be to skip all this and go inside, but they don't know about it. They give him time to pick his favorite spot. So now it becomes maybe a bit more forecastable that he could be over here. Bomb coming in his direction, but goal is to plant first.
Can plant on the opposite side and guarantees that the wraparound won't find the contact to sight. And down he goes. Mezzy finds timing on it.
No kills.
That ZywOo Desert Eagle, once it got out towards E-Box, I could just feel it.
Yeah.
And sure enough, the first chance it gets to strike a player down, instant headshot, follows through onto the bomb site. And that's a great trade from Rops as well to make sure Rez can't fall back immediately. This certainly, in hindsight, doesn't help.
Honestly, Rops has had some messy sprays this game, but like he's also got plenty of quality kills.
So Scout Galil, 3 pistols, breaks through for Vitality. It ends up being their first terrorist round win.
That's why their floor will always be intact. They've just got too many quality players.
Sure, 100%. It's the floor that got them to their record-breaking streaks. Get this 3-player push outside of Ivy. It's a pistol in front of an M4. But Vitality start this round quite slowly.
I love this. They believe that everyone ran away from. They're going to push through the smoke. Yeah, it's just such a nice way to get a free round. If you're on the T side, you disrespect that push, and you know when CTs do this and they show too much action, they make huge rotations out, and that just creates a space vacuum where you can come and just take it. Calling out Gamer Legion for not having a trap now here.
So it winds up just being Towson on Ivy alone, M4 nothing else, and a smoke in front of him.
See if the timing's good.
Potentially going to set up the outer split nicely. Utility into T-Con. Kersey's using the tall boxes to just keep his back covered from any potential Flamesy challenge. More utility here, pelting Towson. 5-7 slides through PR. That's a great drive-by moment. And then the M4 catch catches one. Apex gets the trade immediately, sure, but we've got Kersey in a key spot. Denied by Rops. And then again, PR57 hits him with speed. It goes back to Gamer Legion. Both directions, these force buys succeed.
Damn, that running 5-7 kill to kick it all off. That's got to be frustrating here for Vitality. Very nice round out of PR. That one Rops trade was pretty incredible, but by that point it was already too late. No freebies for anyone this game.
We got ourselves a game. All the economy on the line here for Vitality. 3 rounds of loss bonus. CTs have to be careful. Making the most of that triple AK-47 setup, but ZTR down with nothing. Luckily, Kersey right with him. Fun
ready
little
to go.
E-box setup. Oh,
Wow.
Nice headshot from Towson. Doesn't have a lot of kills. Oh, but these are key. Another one in his last bullet and survives. Rops returns the favor with a clean headshot as well, and Apex has got a second, finishing off the little that was left of Towson. His 20 health versus Rez. A 1v1 again between these two on the same smoke. Rez, in anticipation, holds it off. 2-0 over Apex in the clutch.
You thought this was going to be a flank coming in. It's a second 1v1 for Rez 1 in the exact same spot. Very nicely done. This keeps hope alive for Gamer Legion. This Towson 2K really just outdueled ZywOo. Honest day's work right here.
Last shot, man. Apex almost with the recovery. Cleaning up the damage that was done by the first two. But Rez, man, rock solid. Vitality, another half buy. But you've got a ZywOo hero AK on this one. Towson with a pistol right in front of him. Better be careful with the nades. Oof, Rops isn't able to jump him immediately, and that AK hits the ground. So 1 rifle to 0 and 5 players to 3. This is Gamer Legion with a chance. And they need this, a clean victory, because going down to the 1v1 again, 0 loss bonus, while Vitality now play with full loss bonus, and on top of that, these free AKs yet again. Last round was costly, this one looking a bit different until Flamesy decides to turn it on its head, pick up an AK with a chance to just barrel down into the B play. Rez is going to expose both with the smoke. Mezzy's deagle hits him at a 1v3, 1 kill deep already.
Yeah, he's got an M4 to work with. Molly here as well. CT's running out quickly. Won't be able to use that utility.
Looking to trade shoulder to shoulder, full belt of nades. No hesitation there for Gamer Legion to just clean up that last frag.
And that makes it a 1-round game here for Gamer Legion. It's not a super clean comeback. There are close rounds in here, but Gamer Legion are definitely more clutch right now.
That could have been a problematic moment here for Towson. Even if the deagle doesn't kill him, the fact ZywOo's swinging in with a rifle ready for the trade. But he steps it up, gets his double. Vitality keep Gamer Legion on their toes with tempo. Like you said, 1-round game. And a 1-round T-side so far for Vitality.
Yeah, at least for Vitality, they have actually made every round very expensive. So
Agreed.
It's a comeback, but it's not a real streak. Building economy.
It's like Gamer Legion hanging on by a thread.
Yeah. One clean round and that all changes.
Rez is going to get flashed in, I think. And with that, Apex full blind and
Yeah,
supported.
they had one ready for it in the back. It's
Nicely done. 5v3 established. Vitality just going to kick it up a notch. ZTR blindsided by the pace. PR is going to have to go God mode. And he's already tagged down low. So they sweep through that outer yard with no real resistance.
They would have loved to save a player here.
Yeah.
Towson, I mean, he might be able to. But either way, their money has just been absolutely crushed after these last couple of rounds. So as nice as that was, so much emphasis now on this next round for Gamer Legion. That's why there's always two parts to a comeback.
It's a great headshot from ZywOo. You know, once you take that icon support down, really opens the door for everybody else to just flood out. And they were all so ready.
And off the win, it's going to be Vitality calling a timeout. Some deliberation between Xtaz and Apex on this round. Gamer Legion going to send it here. And that's for an M4, a FAMAS, and 3 5.7s.
It's the same buy that got them back into the game after Vitality won their first round T-side.
They have done more with less.
And it's the same opening as well, going for that Ivy control that they then fell back from. This time, though, nobody actually keeping eyes on it just yet. A lot of players Ivy, but a lot of pressure starting to come over top of T-Con. You've spotted Rez on the FAMAS. Ooh, and they push through, no resistance. We've seen what PR does when he wide swings fast with the 5.7. He hits the dink for 85. Next player at bat. And now a good distraction outside of T-Con. Towson just eating these flashes, though. Hasn't seen anything for about 5 seconds. 3 rifles trained on him. If he jumps over top, that could catch him off. Yeah, it will. Oh, it will. For certain. ZywOo gets his. Apex knows there's a player up close, supported by Rops. Kersey's M4. That's what they're banking on. The one real rifle, barring the FAMAS, that comes into the play. And Kersey a kill into the 1v3.
Yeah, Kersey's going to make the move and run inner. This is what Apex wanted to do quickly. He gets downstairs.
Nice. Sees the second.
Oh.
Tries to swing wide. ZywOo's op makes the difference.
He was on attention right there, ready for the re-swing. Kersey hoped he could just get out in that moment. He knows he could have waited for the smoke, and that would have been a chance. ZywOo on the op. Was a known quantity after this trade. Nice 5-7 kills right here, but man, Gamer Legion. That was clearly the difference between just a won or a lost game. They're going to have to invest down again. Buy's not going to be even as good as last time. Ouch. FAMAS 2 UMPs here to work with.
Rops eats a flash. Oh, but Towson gets him. And there's damage being dealt for the 5-7 to try to flank through. Oh, through smoke res. And ZywOo on that angle. Trade potential's good with another dink out of the SMG. Quick scope to PR. Beautiful stuff here from ZywOo, who's had enough on train. Opens up the B site for the bomb to follow in tow. And ZywOo is the reason that this one should end right here, right now.
That was a little bit of genius. He read the second player coming out from that push and knew that someone was up on the ramp still. That's target selection that you can't teach.
I would say this was over if it wasn't how much impact Kersey's found throughout this map. Mezzy removed from the situation for now. Flamesy right on this spot, and ZywOo's got it. A quad kill for ZywOo. Pressure in the Brown Halls. 3 players running at him. He cleans it all up on his own, and that quick streak of 3 rounds for Vitality robs away Gamer Legion's map pick.
A valiant attempt at the comeback for Gamer Legion, but when
Even as Dupree says, maybe the B level of this Vitality.
They kind of made it a close game in the end, but with a start like that, how are you going to be Vitality?
Exactly.
You know, they looked way too confused a little bit. The game plan was definitely just incorrect. That maybe they were prepared, but for the wrong kind of opponent. Maybe Vitality just took it to a level that they weren't expecting in the beginning and changed too many things. Now they'll have to try it from the back foot here on Inferno. And I'm kind of with Dupree. It's easy to be, you know, when you've got that pedigree, but Vitality here already up a map, making Gamer Legion look like they're having an off day.
Yeah. It shouldn't be anything worse than that. I actually still, I mean, in a lower bracket run in this group, I don't think Gamer Legion's hopes of making it to London are done. But with the right prep, and again, the right execution, we'll see if they hit up any more speed bumps.
Yeah, because we want Ash in London as well.
True. I think also just Gamer Legion getting to another playoffs this year would bode really well for them. A lot of players ready for this banana fight. You ain't getting anywhere, Apex. Kersey, again, off to a strong start. And I didn't think Kersey was somebody we were going to have to discuss all too much because, I mean, when you looked at the head-to-head stats between him and ZywOo, which the desk highlighted before this game,
It's also, though, he wasn't He wasn't really opping to get those stats.
True. Yep.
Yeah.
But his stats since just joining Gamer Legion have just not looked good enough.
Yeah.
You know, and obviously Ash mentioned they just need a little bit more time. We got to onboard him, etc. And it's good to see an improvement, even if it was just that one map. I mean, without Kersey, that's a blowout map, and we are laughing Gamer Legion out of the server. We say there's 0 odds they make Inferno tough, just because of the nature of the day. But he gave the team enough runway. Rez, triple kill in the pistol, doing what he does in the pistol.
What about Rez? He won 2 1v1s.
That is true. Yeah, I mean, Rez actually ends up being the second highest rated player in that loss. Only behind Towson. So why am I sat here talking about Kersey, Launders? Based on HLTV's 3.0 rating,
Yeah.
Kersey had the lowest rating in that map, even though he was 20 and 19.
Yeah.
What the hell's a swing?
I guess you got to win the rounds, you get the kills. He did do that a couple of times.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
But Rez was winning those clutches.
Yeah.
That's what kept him above water. Just above with a 1.01.
It's probably wrong. Yeah, that seems pretty brutal. It's kind of weird because if I look at that and I'm like, okay, PR, I remember his 5-7 rounds.
Mhm.
Rez, I would have just put him as the best player on Impact because of the clutches.
Yeah, the clutches.
Towson at the top?
Yeah, what the hell did he do? Huh? You tell me.
Maybe they got the whole rating system totally backwards.
All Towson
That
had
scoreboard-
was damage.
No, it doesn't make
Because
total
Towson actually had the least... No, he didn't have the least amount of swing. Never mind. We're learning.
Kersey disrespects. Maybe because he registered as an opper and didn't use it. Maybe it was that.
Maybe.
How about that ZywOo quad kill at the end of the game, huh?
That was a map-winning play to really just put it to rest.
Who doesn't love a pause?
I've seen someone shake something on the camera of Blast.
But ZywOo is shaker of protein shaker.
I'm not doing this anymore, I'm a Hatchant.
What did he say?
I don't know.
I don't really know. Something on the camera of Blast. ZywOo said, I've changed. He's a new man. It's a new day, my boy. But will we have that same Deagle impact?
He'll be looking for it. Rez on the left side of brackets. A smoke. Tension.
He's blinking in game, but you know he's not blinking in real life.
Ooh. Anticipation.
Never saw him. Just disappeared.
You
He's
only get a
gone.
glimpse, man. You only get a glimpse. And if you stay on that position, there's a flash
Right.
coming for you.
They do have a flash here.
That flash coming for you. Kersey's sticking around. You're sticking around on the same angle. They're honed in on you, but working with Rez. Kersey and Rez in middle. All 5 go down. No deaths for Gamer Legion. Clean conversion. And that's something back even on Train when they were trying to get into the game. It was always so costly that we saw
Yeah.
their economy just hinging on one round loss. And look what happened. 2 consecutive T rounds. Force by, game over.
Yeah.
But
It's pretty impressive they made the comeback considering, like, they started off losing terribly,
Yeah.
and then when they were winning terribly.
well, it was the PR 5-7 drive-by double kill round that really got them back, right? They won that force buy.
Yeah.
You know, the force buy that Towson got all the rating for?
That's the most suspect scoreboard yet. No, people have brought up some other ones, but there's something a little bit.
It's the one.
based on my eyes.
Somebody get Nero on the phone, man. It's a psyop.
Yeah. Maybe he's related to Towson.
Ouch. Speaking of Towson, I'm not going to talk about him for the rest of this one. Nade on his feet. Fire goes a little too deep. ZywOo sees that as an open invitation. Little labored from ZTR, but you've still got Rez on site. Despite getting dinked, flashing his way forward, just trying to slow him down. And Mezzi ate that flash in its entirety.
Oh, that nade will blow up a smoke, but Apex is not peeking, sitting oranges. No plant in just yet. And look at Rops here. It's on the other side of the map, hanging out, waiting for PR's peak. Ooh. Who's gonna win it?
PR goes wide with a chance, but bullets just bouncing off the floor. Rez, in the meantime, just found one through that smoke. And Mezzi's going to be pressed in against the CT. It forces him to give his position away. Rez unable to track another kill through smoke. And unfortunately, doesn't have a kit, doesn't have nades. Tough place for Rez to find himself in. But he knows that Mezzi left, right? So to track him down like that's not half bad. Is there any way he wins this? Rops decides to start climbing over. Rez gets a little wild there after finding his 8th kill of the 3 rounds of play. He does a lot of damage at the very least, but that was off of the opening Towson kill. Just ZywOo keeping the momentum on that B-bomb site.
Yeah, the nade right here is so fantastic. It really softens everybody up, but ZTR commits so hard to getting this first kill. It takes way too long to get it. I think if he gets 2 and if there's a chance where Robs gets traded down in mid by Towson, then they really have a much better situation. So some of the utility's good. The positioning's not bad. The fragging again, I think, is where it falls off.
You know, we saw Kersey at the start of Train be the only guy finding his impact. Right now, it's him and Rez. How many rounds did we go where it was 0 frags for the core of Gamer Legion? I believe 5. Towson's gonna get ripped off site. Mezzi happy to just keep this pressure applied. More and more Vitality players stomping their way into this B site, and ZTR is unable to do anything about it.
Oh,
forget about it.
Down to 6 health. He's wondering, what can I do?
Nothing. Zilch, nada. You'll be lucky if you save, because Rops is still crawling around this map. Not the 85.
All the wine in Italy.
Man. No! The 77. The 99s!
Damn, you think
my
these
favorite Pinot Grigio.
grapes just grow on bushes?
Okay, they kept the 2012.
Is that a Sangiovese? Wine's one of those things, the more I drink, the less I understand about it.
The more I drink, the Frencher I get.
Ooh, little Thomas twirl right there.
Unruly.
Well, if you want to get bottled, come to London.
We'll see you at the pub.
Where they boo last call. That's what we love.
And also, remember last time we were in London that every single round in the stadium that somebody saved, they were also booed.
They booed, yeah.
Yep. So I'm looking forward to that. You rowdy bunch. Right now, we're hoping that Gamer Legion can put up a fight off the back of the strong Rez and Kersey starts.
Rezi, baby.
Three
one
players short
Molotov.
setup. Rez with nothing. Luckily, PR wins that one. There's still 2 bodies here for the T. Stuck behind smokes. That's a crazy Kersey swing. Flamesy going to keep the pressure up, but PR at the very least stings onto the A side a little longer. He's got a flash, and that's all. So going back into the swing in a second, they eat that, and he almost gets away with a second.
Every decision is wild, but you know what? It ends up being pretty good. It makes this round scarier than I think Vitality would have liked.
Just straight up 6 deaths inside of the short side of A.
Just the right amount of disrespect. And will there be a bit more?
Comes through it.
Oh.
But he also kind of announces himself. Luckily for him, ZywOo misses the Galil shots initially. And these are better rifles for the CTs. It's a double Galil in pit. But they don't know about Apex, of course. And ZywOo gonna find the clean kill to ZTR. Towson takes his place and doesn't get the immediate trade. Now both half health. Towson doesn't like the odds. He goes for the escape. They damn near line up. That could have actually been a way back in, still with time to defuse.
Definitely.
But it's instead Vitality with an early lead.
They're thinking about the next round, though. Getting that kill, making sure that gun can't save. That was a great time to do it for the CT side. So here we see, again, one Molly disrupt this whole setup. The response, just keep playing like the smoke doesn't exist. Ends up actually making it a 2v2. It's not a bad try here for Gamer Legion. They didn't have a lot of guns coming into it. Most of their setup strength was in that porch. And honestly, they almost justified it by continuously fighting. So nice try from PR in the end, but it's still a lost round. And it's one with 5 deaths for Gamer Legion. You know, it's one of those spots where it's like, okay, well, if we leave and rotate off, what's the plan? And they didn't really have one, so
Follow through.
why not do something a little different?
Nobody behind the half wall, but with the nades popping off, CT's getting aggressive here.
They would have loved someone to be at car when you throw this flash, though.
Nice nade.
Timing doesn't work out in their favor. Now we'll see what Kersey can do. That's, you know, he's had a good game, but to be honest, not many op moments at all.
Sure.
Hobbit Molly coming his way.
Rez behind smoke on Arch. PR takes to the depths of sight. They're charging through. Flamesy's Mac 10 entry denied. Rez down with nothing, and the sight just crumbled.
Yeah, when you got teammates like that,
Wow.
crazy. Everyone was in danger, it looked like.
I like this Vitality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do have a floor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not impressed?
Can't say a bad thing about them. No, they do have a floor. And I think, I mean, maybe a better team punishes in that setup, especially after they get the first kill. Usually that's the key. They get Flamesy, you can see on the map. As soon as he comes around default, and if you have 3 players alive and you get the first frag versus a lane attack with a crossfire, usually CTs are in a great spot. Just, you know, 1, 2, everyone's looking in the wrong direction, but yeah, that's just a moment where Vitality are just so good.
ZywOo's coming up over top of the truck.
Yeah.
Apex pushing through. It's like
Yeah.
Flamesy took so much attention, and then everybody else spread out in the proper way.
Yeah.
They just like a grappling hook.
Yeah, I mean, that's even around PR smoke. So I'm just, you know, they have less space than ever. They still come through it, and that's why you see PR get so frustrated, but it's going to happen. Wow, great shot.
There we go.
Great shot.
And Towson from the corner, still without a kill. We've got a pistol climbing up, but this op had to go big because it was just the op and Towson.
Oh, now they can go A?
Uh-huh.
Okay, PR, he has been a magician on these pistols. He's got a deagle here over Hall side. Mezzi's certainly going to join him, but
could catch
ZTR...
bomb.
Yeah, but who's catching who, I guess?
Oh. ZTR,
Okay.
that too.
Yeah.
Oh, the bomb left behind. Certainly not ideal. It's recoverable, that's for sure. They're more concerned about the B site. Both backs turned to mid for a second. That could have been sketchy. Kersey, woo, good bait by Flamesy. Not able to grab the bomb just yet. Predicts the
Wow,
PR deep
what?
peek, but doesn't stop it. 5-7 or not, the pistol's here in PR's hands. Impressive.
Disgusting with pistols. Doesn't matter which one. All right. Well, I mean, even though that Kersey op shot was dodged, they had to find a new way to get the bomb back. They couldn't kill ZTR. Here's the opener from Kersey. Love to see that. And It looks like for once also his kill's not in vain in a moment like this. That's beautiful. How did PR know he was down there? Oh.
You know why? Because he changed guns. Flamesy grabbed the AK.
Oh,
So
yeah.
for him to get that, you know, Kersey's probably watching the angle. Must have let him known. So, bada boom, bada bing. We've got Gamer Legion trying to get this game back to a tied score. Towson still on the hunt for his first frag.
It's not getting any easier either.
No, it's back-to-back slow starts on the map. Still finished Train with the highest rating, so we'll see if he can do it again, but at least this time he's got teammates to kind of bank on in the time being.
I wonder what would be the stat in his favor back on train.
It's got to be his
There
damage.
has to be one.
It's just his damage.
Oh, damage.
80 ADR highs for the team. But that doesn't seem like it would be enough.
There we go. He's on the board.
While blind, Zywoo has his head popped, fall back into the site. You've got two players climbing over top. They hear that reload, Towson, and they catch Rez behind the pillar, but catching him and killing him are two different things. And support inbound already. Mezzi swapping sides in CT, reads that position very well. Unfortunately, loses his teammate on the other side of the smoke, so he goes through. And Mezzi with the tap deep into the spawn, but Towson, the second, comes with the first.
Yeah, just too easy. That one tap, but also pretty easy on the site hold. We'll see when Towson gets to see his first kill. That's the new goalpost that we're moving to. But he'll take this. And you know what? He might have caught a glimpse right before the flash popped in front of him.
Bonk.
Oh, he got that last frag as well. Okay,
Look at him go.
3 up.
Kills.
Easy.
Look at him go. We never talked. See, we were never talking smack. Okay.
4 kills.
They say the first one's the hardest.
Keep going.
Another assist on that one, so getting the damage in. Kersey's gonna hit the dirt. That happened in mid as Flamesy just gets completely blinded. I'm so sorry, Chev. Trying to observe as every single player is inside a piece of utility.
Yeah. All right, what's the move? Oh, he's gonna go right by him. Oh, it doesn't matter. Towson keeps his wits about him. Beautiful round
man.
again.
Back to back with the 3Ks, and you would have never known he had as bad of a start as he did. I believe that's 0-5 to 6-5 in the blink of an eye. And an impressive, what is that? An impressive cancel on Zywoo's peak.
Do you ever put salt on your imprezzles?
And mustard.
And mustard?
Vitality gotta put some mustard on this next one. You've got just pistols.
And
What
Gamer
was-
Legion just in the lead.
Ooh, it's ugly, but PR escapes. Deck 9's unable to get the better of him. It's not gonna fall all the way back. Good. You never want PR to start looking afraid of his opponents.
Timing is everything, and it's not in his favor.
They know Rops is coming out, but there's so many layers of defense here. Rez tries to run up to help, and he's never even needed because Kersey's op connects and ZTR spams him away. It's this time ZTR's chance for a triple. So if we're going to go multi-frag back to back to back, then that is why Gamer Legion leads 6-4.
Yeah, no doubt. That's a really nice site holds overall. I mean, there's even a round where they had a solid setup and ended up losing. You'd think that'd be enough to get Vitality a lead in a game like this, but it's not been the case. They can't seem to keep up right now as they take a timeout for the first time. Vitality's best moments have been early and aggressive, not so much late rounds moving slowly around the map, which you would expect. Well, you'd expect they'd just be good in all fronts. So, good sign here for Gamer Legion following Train.
As he's going to barrel through fire, but so much damage done by the util that it's an easy cleanup for Towson. Support comes around the corner. A sea of util at the moment. Towson's stuck on this half wall. Jumping attempts to get him, but as long as he stays crouched, Apex is never going to find that. So it's all right. They can puff their chests and spray their guns. But he steps around into the smoke. And you have to ask yourself, was that worth it?
He was going to go sit in front of the half wall smoke, wait for it to come up, see nothing there, tell his teammates to leave.
Instead, 5v4 offered back over. I suppose having PR deep inside of apartments makes up for it, but he's going to have to win a fight against Rops in a second. And that's the way it starts. Now, on the fallback, nobody can trade out. The other two Vitality players stuck, but ooh, he makes it sound like he fell out balcony.
Let's go.
Comes right back
Will it
at
work?
this. Now, is it too much? Again, almost kills ZywOo there. 3 health the difference.
Love how ZywOo just doesn't get tricked at all. Apex here guarding the top of Banana 2, just to make sure there's a chance you can come back if you want to. Gamer Legion will probably have to stick to the setup at this point in the round. It's going to be a blind gamble otherwise. Kersey also has an op here in Arch. I'd see them being really calcified into these spots, which means it's 3-on-1 on B, ZTR, Molly. If he doesn't use it early, how are you going to use it at all?
I mean, down to 20 seconds. You chuck that now, you're good, but he doesn't give his position away. He hides behind Nubox. We go to 15 seconds on the clock. He's not going to use the nade. 10 seconds. Gonna have to stop the Flamesy plant attempt. Apex about to clear him.
And they know it's not.
This does
yeah.
nothing in terms of the defense.
Yeah, just
So
try something, man.
bomb goes down. And it's a retake needed from Rez and Kersey.
He just kind of closed his eyes, didn't want to believe it, but there was no distractions, and that's the main thing.
That's pretty uninspiring, to be honest.
Yeah, good, you know, after just pre-molly it. And if not, take one peek.
Kersey gonna charge through and the Tech 9 gets canceled. Rez, clutch attempt, but there's a denial from ZywOo in the corner. That 3 health does come back to haunt Gamer Legion. PR trying some trickery inside of the apartments.
Don't think Kersey has any offerings when he rotates over. If there was a flash that could have landed over top of the roof for ZTR, I'm sure there would have been a swing involved, but yeah, a bit more activity in the defense gives them maybe a chance. It's always a fine line when you peek and whatever. You just never want to have to die before you actually get your chance to test.
Yeah, to do anything.
Yeah, to do anything. yeah.
If you don't throw a nade or shoot a bullet,
You will not win on time in that situation.
Yeah.
So
somebody's gonna come clear you.
still a lead here for Gamer Legion in the map so far. It's actually been just a pretty solid CT side in general, but a real chance here for Vitality to respond.
You excited to go to London?
Oh, very. Always loved London, to be honest.
What are we gonna do in London, Launders?
Play some golf, probably.
Probably. Yeah, well, that part was a given. Yeah,
Yeah.
that part was a given.
Duh. And then I'm just excited about how the crowd's going to evolve with
Yes.
the chants. That's probably the thing I've been honestly most excited about all year, because last time it was awesome. And I think I'm excited to go back to Regency CAF.
Okay, yeah. Get ourselves a full English.
And
Ooh, I love a good British breakfast.
I'm ready to overhear some funny phrases.
Yeah.
That's what I'm ready for, too.
Yep. We like playing that game whenever we go to cities. We always say that you're bound to just be walking by another person and you just get these little quotable quips.
Yeah.
Because, everybody's living a life. And not all those lives have to do with Counter-Strike. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. I remember last time we were in London, we were walking by a Mexican restaurant, and there was a big British man outside with a bigger sombrero on his head.
Yeah.
And there was at least 10 empty margarita glasses on the table.
Yeah.
And as Launders and I walked by nonchalantly, we just see him adjust his hat and go, well, I think it actually looks pretty good on me.
Yeah.
So that was our quote for quite some time.
Yeah.
Try on a new shirt, new pair of pants. Well, I think this looks pretty good on me. I think the British are just quotable people anyways.
They are.
You know, probably because they speak a language we do.
Especially because they made the language they're good at.
Some of them are still good at it.
So yeah, I'm excited to go to London very much so.
I think you said the crowd evolution's a nice one because every time we go to a new location,
You want to go back over and over
yeah,
again.
because you want to see it. It's like with the first couple of years in the Royal Arena before Blast made that like the staple for their Copenhagen events. It was fun at the start, but we watched it get better and better. The family started turning up. Obviously, Danish Counter-Strike was also a big part of that at the time.
We're signing keyboards that are being brought back year after year for years.
You know, so hopefully London this year will just be even better. And I thought London was great because there was actually quite an international turnout for that event when we were there.
Definitely.
Remember a lot of Portuguese guys that were like, come back to Lisbon.
Yeah.
Little did they know.
They came to London just to bring them back to.
We were going back to
worked.
Lisbon.
Yeah, the Portuguese, they know how to get their way, man, when it comes to the events because
It takes a good crowd.
they are dedicated.
That is, I think that's a big one. You look at, I always think of the Aussies.
Yeah, we've never thought, oh, let's go back to this location if the crowd isn't good or
Buns.
if it's not full or whatever.
Yeah,
so.
and as crowds kind of die down, you know, sometimes you go back to a place too many times, you just start to become, it's just so expected by the venue and the people that live around that it's not as much passion because it feels like it's a once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
You know, for like Singapore, for example, was one of those spots we went to where the crowd was
Insane.
like, I never thought I would get to see these players in person.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming here. And that's why they were for the size of that crowd,
That
such
was
a
special.
great crowd.
It was also pretty freaking big, to be honest.
Yep, massive.
We just didn't have the stadium to
Stadium.
accommodate what I think you couldn't expect, like
No.
a turnout like that.
No, 100%.
So that was one of the best surprises. That's definitely like my favorite surprise I think of the last year. Was that Singapore crowd? There's been a
Fingers
lot
crossed.
actually. I keep getting surprised, to be honest. There was there was Cluj, obviously. That was one of the top.
Yeah, that was another one.
Holy.
Well, the conversation.
What a city as well.
Conversation there with Cluj was just straight up, I never thought I'd get to see Counter-Strike again.
Yeah.
Right? I remember there was this one fan in Cluj who had
Oh, the mouse
sign.
pad?
Yeah, the mouse pad. But like, you know, when we go to events, sometimes we are lucky enough to sign a piece of memorabilia that has clearly been brought forward through the years of CS. Like if you see a Shox signature on something,
Yeah.
not Effia, but Richard Papillon.
SHOX.
Yes.
Yeah, you know it's from
Titan
2014.
Shox. Exactly. We saw a mouse pad that said Man Truce,
Yeah.
which I don't think a lot of people realize was what Paula, broadcast talent of today, used to go by.
On YouTube.
That was like when he was a different human.
Yeah.
That was a legendary piece.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, Scream was on that mouse pad.
Oh my god.
That's what I saw first, and I was like, what? Kenny S?
Can Me oh my. Me oh my.
Yeah, and that also, the part you left out was that was from the last time we were in Cluj,
right.
but that was DreamHack Cluj,
For the major.
which is just crazy too.
In what, 2015?
Yeah. Yeah. Cluj is right.
My goodness, dude. So
What were the two 2014?
always fun to revive these legacy locations.
2014 majors were Cato and Cologne.
I don't know,
were the
but
two.
what do I look, 40?
We did this trivia together.
Yeah, I know.
In content.
Yeah, it didn't go well. You answered every question.
Not known for my memory, but I mean that is the year Nip won their major.
Who?
And Get Right cried, and it was the year that Virtus Pro won their major for Poland
My goodness.
in Poland.
Unbelievable. What a time to be alive.
And then 2015 is the year this Freya brought up. that Apex was in his prime.
Yeah, I mean,
And here we are, 1 decade later,
1 decade
and
later.
Apex is in his prime.
yes, sir. I mean, it's really cool, because we hyped that up with the Furia game yesterday in Fallen, where we were like, how could we expect Fallen to be succeeding again?
Yeah.
And because it's Fallen and you have to respect the legacy that he has, but the bigger story is, 100%, anything you can say about Fallen, you apply to Apex, and he's winning more.
Yeah, and it's the role change.
Really could go down as the greatest.
Yeah, if he takes that if he takes that Astralis record, that's going to be pretty unbelievable.
It's 10 trophies in 1
I
year,
didn't realize
correct?
that was possible. I think it was, so to compare to 2018, I assume. I haven't looked at that one myself, but that's what I would
Is
guess.
2018 one of the years where we still had 3 majors per year?
2018,
Because that's a huge change too.
no, it was not.
No? Okay.
It was the Face It London Major, and it was Boston.
Speaking of London and
That's right.
Boston.
Yeah.
That's a great year of majors.
Yeah, it was London in September and Boston in like January. or
Boston in January.
something like that. Yeah.
That'll make a man of you.
yeah.
That'll make a man of you.
Yeah. Astralis didn't even win both majors that year. Of course.
And yet we still put them on that golden pedestal. So for all you Vitality
It started right
haters,
after too.
Yeah. Anybody who's calling the end of the Vitality era, it's like, oh, your
That's the thing. You have to
freshness
wait.
is showing,
You have- yeah,
that really
yeah.
does prove like, oh, you're green in this space. And I don't say that as somebody who's been around forever myself.
It's been 10 years now, so even more. But then you have to wait for months after, maybe even a year after,
Yeah.
to really know if it's over.
Yep.
Because like we all thought the Astralis era ended like a few different times,
Mhm.
and then they just reared their heads again. Like even in 2020, they were the best team in the world. They literally just like would not die. They kept being so good. So with Vitality, with all their power, I think ultimately they have to attach themselves to records right now in order to find the motivation to make as many on a human level.
Right.
To find the motivation to make as many deep runs in a row as they can.
Mhm.
They've got to be like, all right, well, we have to take down a Titan of Astralis 2018 to be able to have the energy to play all the way through tournaments, prep in between, really not have a life whatsoever, and then stand up to teams like Spirit and Mouse and whoever else who are constantly going for them. I think there's definitely more competition. If you want to be objective, there's more difficult competition for Vitality right now than there was for Astralis back then in terms of how many teams can actually compete in a
Right.
tier 1 event and just take a series off them. The streak was ended by Legacy, remember that?
I haven't forgotten.
It's like it's crazy how many teams are good, and that wasn't random either. They're still decent. So
They just have to find a way to tap back into it.
yeah.
Meanwhile,
The key
the
though
Mongols.
The key though is to not be almost too structured. I think if we had a different calendar, the meta of the game would be totally different. Let's say we had like 6 months of breaks in between. You would have like fresh teams coming in with super like set up structured strats, and then they would use that to carry through a whole season. And then they would go and and instead, since there's always a tournament going on and 1 month breaks and people are taking half of that on vacation, coming back and practicing, there's more focus on individual level because it's impossible to actually come up with so many strats. So you get some structure, but ultimately, like Vitality are not winning 90% of the rounds with like gimmicky ideas.
Sure. Yeah.
They're actually winning because they have like a strong enough individual base that they can afford to not have to like think super hard every round. Just come up with really complicated strats that are going to trick everybody. The teams like Gamer Legion and stuff like that style isn't really sustainable at the top, right?
Sustainable to put them.
To get there, maybe.
Yeah. And
on
I would
the way
say
there.
Gamer Legion separate themselves from the other teams of their caliber by being that much sharper in that department.
Yeah.
But well, you gotta have the muscle to back it up, and we've seen muscle today, but right now we're in a bit of a tech pause. So in order to solve this server issue, folks, we're gonna throw you guys over to some content. Relax a second, and we'll come back when Vitality have to try to defend here on Inferno.
We're here with the famed Team Vitality Brit, and you're going to be taking us through your settings. We're also using the brand new Asus ROG 600Hz monitor, 0.1 millisecond response time. So let's check it out. What's the first thing you do when you sit down at a PC?
First thing is probably the NVIDIA. Like always put full screen here, keep the Hertz 600, whatever it's set, and then color settings. I never change the brightness and the contrast, keep the same and change everything else, like the brightness and the feeling on the monitor afterwards. Digital vibrance I usually put around 75%.
Orange boy.
Yeah, I like it pretty colorful, so sometimes like even put it up to 100 and then all this kind of stuff. This is out of my realm. I kind of keep the 3D settings the same, and then for the monitor settings, like I say, the brightness is like, I try and keep it quite low. Like I keep this around 65 and the contrast the same. I will change the blue light filter to 0, and then the color 5000, and then saturation I'll put up a little bit as well to like 60. And then the gamma, I think is 1.8, so it like brings the brightness up a little bit as well. Shadow boost, actually keep it level 1. And then we're good to go for the monitor settings. And then I'll usually go in game now and then just see like how it kind of feels.
Yeah, you've got some binds, I've heard.
Yeah, I think I can change it. Sensitivity I use 2.2. 400
DPI?
400 DPI, 2.2.
Have you gone up or have you gone down?
Yeah, I was at 1.8.
It's hard to do on CS2. I feel like you need higher sense.
Yeah, I think I felt like if I could get used to a bit of a higher sense, then it would just benefit me.
Okay, let's go video settings then.
Of course, always full screen, 4:3. 1280, 960.
Classic.
Feels good even though it's fast. Always stretch, sometimes black bars for a couple practice games or a deathmatch session. It feels a bit different, and then after that, like go back to stretching, it just feels like I'm playing a new game. And all of a sudden you feel so fast, like your aim feels crisp, and I don't know, like for me, just a huge refresh in the game.
And look at those hertz.
Yeah, 600 hertz.
More hertz better, right?
Yeah, you always got to max it out. Brightness stays at 93% for me.
All right, let's take us into the advanced video settings. This one is always debated.
Yeah.
Do you have anything special? Any tips here for getting the most out of it?
I always put it like at maximum FPS 0, just try and get the most, especially when you're using like the 600 hertz, nice to just max out the FPS. Keep 4x high, like the top I keep all default, and then the texture filtering I max out to 16. I think this one you've always got to keep high. Like
Shadows,
in CSGO you could still have them like medium or low and still see shadows pretty well, but in CS2 like you clearly see the difference. Got to still make the game look good, especially playing 1280, 960 SO.
Get the wins where you can.
Yeah.
This was the CS setup brought to you by Asus, so thank you very much, Mezzy, and best of luck in Blast Bounty.
Thank you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the quick intermission between your breaks. You've just concluded the first, and the next break will be after this round. It is round 12 of the half, folks. One more to go. We got the server all straightened out. These damn computers, I tell you. Sometimes they've got a mind of their own.
It's very complicated. Networking and computers and stability and wires and fiber optic cables and connections and even clouds can ruin it.
Clouds?
So
what is the cloud? Nobody
that's
really
where everything
knows,
that's where all your secrets are stored.
Oh God.
And you signed up for it willingly.
Here we go. Signing up for a final round of the Vitality. T-side, eat that nade. 75 damage off the frag for ZywOo and Mezzy, and you've got Kersey in the kill feed yet again. 9 frags at the very least on the half. Towson exposed to They're ready for the ZTR swing. Another round where they just bust down the doors, and a missed chance there for Kersey. Apex gonna hold for the mid flank, and PR eventually coming at this. Rez gets one through smoke at least, but Apex has caught you creeping through the pantry after midnight. 11 kills for Rez, 9 for Kersey. They started this map as the best 2 performing players for Gamer Legion. They're gonna have to close up with a 2v3 retake. ZywOo off the top rope, leaves a little to be desired there, but Rez on a reload's gonna get chased down. 5-7 on Kersey. No way Jose tied up at 6. Back to the break, and we'll see you for the second half of Inferno.
Welcome to Masterclass. I'm here with Rops, and we're going to be going over ramp on Nuke. So I wanted to pick your brain on how you play this position, some of the starting spots, how you play this at such a high level. So thanks, Rops.
Oh, fantastic. Let's start. The first thing is just the rotation part of the ramp is, well, you can give it up. You can go B, play the B bomb site, take a position here. Maybe they come after you, because sometimes the T's, they want to take ramp, but they have an idea after what they want to do. Maybe they want to execute on B, or it's just for pressure and they go back to A or make a wrap around heaven.
Okay, so what about some of the best starting positions in your opinion? What do you go for in terms of starters?
Well, I think, the classic thing is the utility. I like the CS2 smoke is very big, so I like to do a smoke which goes deeper. It covers perfectly the doorway here. And one of the classic positions is just the headshot angle behind the box. It's a strong position, but I think the meta has shifted a bit where the T's really, on a high level, they really clear this angle. I prefer not to play this too much. Just maybe for information, then yeah, we'll go for this and instantly drop down, and I can get a rotation to B. Maybe ZywOo, for example, my team will, pick up the rotation here. And then really, really off angles, which I like, would be somewhere around here.
Oh, wow.
Because this, I have a green crosshair and the white kind of blends in.
Oh, yeah,
So
sure.
I like to have it just on this door frame here. And it's not really an angle which people clear that often. They look at this box here, and now they kind of swing for backup under heaven. So you kind of miss this angle here sometimes.
Say they have lower control already, you know that they're getting down secret. Yeah. What are the spots that you would like to play to just defend the B hit?
When I have time to rotate to B, so they might be in double doors or single door, I will try to always make it to this position here, which is really nice. This is like an angle where the guy actually has to jump up.
Oh, yeah.
So you won't see me as you go here, but you have to jump up. But yeah, if you go like this, it's gonna be an easy frag, as I'm gonna catch you jumping in the transition. The T's have a reaction just going crazy with the single door, opening and then clearing the whole site like this. So this goes really fast and you can easily be caught by that. On B side, I think position also is, this is like an off angle here to hold the B hit, because you're kind of secured by all angles, but then again, you can peek everything. And again, if they strafe on you, it's really fast. So you have to be ready for everything.
Okay, thanks. Really appreciate it. And thanks, Rops, for joining Masterclass.
Thank you for having me.
Looking for a second pistol round win in this second map of play. Gamer Legion, can they bank on Rez to pull off another pistol multi-kill? Because it was him and Kersey that got it started strong in the first 12. Looking to do the same now that they swapped to the T side of Vitality's map pick.
Be nice to grab 2 pistols, but considering the way that train went, they didn't look as lost this time around. Got a streak in the middle after Vitality made a small comeback. They've been a threat here on rounds like this.
You know what? Rops was pretty mid last half.
Wow.
Just saying it. 3 and 9 on a T side. Never really had any apartments plays.
Didn't do anything really, yeah.
Honestly, they just ended up finding success on B site. PR catching Flamesy. We've got aggression down mid. PR, it's a one and done. He spots a bunch of bodies. Could just force the T's in. They're worried there's more in this site than there really is. Only Apex behind second orange. A kill here is good. And he catches Rez first. Chance at a second. ZTR is going to blast him through the wood. Ah, what a dirty play from Kersey. They're going to get aggressive just on the other side of the flames. Oh, Rops Headshot to ZTR, falls back through.
They would be right when you call him out, Connor.
Yes, it would, wouldn't it? Wouldn't this be the perfect time for Rops to shut my stupid ass up? Rops, do it. 2 more to go in the clutch. They split them from CT to orange. Do it, Rops.
It's a crossfire. It should be impossible.
Do it, Rops. Do it. Walks up on site. CT player doesn't give him anything. Finds the timing on the peak.
Uh-oh.
Separate duels. Kersey goes for the swing. Now Towson. Oh my goodness. That bullet's right behind his head.
He got it.
Taps out a second one.
He's actually got it.
Wow, dude. He jumps on top
Wait,
of it,
no.
but he doesn't have time. So
Oh.
time decides, Rops. Time decides.
Well, did the best he possibly could right there.
Yeah, they almost bottled that one.
Yeah. London style.
That Kersey commitment. And Towson trying to flee the scene. It just felt like both of them kind of played not to lose as opposed to win. And Rops clinical with the headshots. Yep.
Yeah, it's important to make him feel silly right before you lose. Run up to the bomb. Yeah, I've got a kit.
Ah, the Apex Mag 7. We going on half wall Apex, huh? A little jumping Mag 7 party, perhaps? Here it comes.
We're seeing more and more Mag 7s, by the way.
Apex has been all over it. But PR finds an opening.
Damn, they skipped right to top B control, right through that smoke. That's how you
M4
gain some
changes
time.
hands. PR again, dude. They just keep signing up for the PR duel on bridge. 1 health, folks. He had 1 health for that headshot over Rops.
They want it. I don't want to go through it.
1 health.
Are they going to be brave enough to sniff this out, or?
Thing is, multi kills on a Mag 7. I don't think so. V5 if they decide to follow through. Utility commitment looks like they will. They believe in the trading abilities. They push the smoke down. Towson goes first, almost throwing himself into a whole pack of players there. At least throwing him in and finding another, but instead they just chew him up, spit him out, and lock in that 8th round win. These are the challenges to PR. First one was an actual challenge, and the second was just Rops getting blasted.
Yeah, should have sent your best guys, man. PR, he is a real shooter.
Bit of a marksman.
Yeah, bit of a marksman. That's the line. It was that. That's what it was, wasn't it? Yeah, PR Bacala, the marksman.
Get him in the fleshy part of the head.
They only shot him in the ass.
CTR gonna, nah, I was gonna say maybe find a world, but all right, hang on to the M4. Try to make the next round interesting, Flamesy. There's not enough money to go around for the Vitality squad, though. So they add grenades on 1, 3.57s. They've got a frag grenade set. Something's getting hit with that, but when and where? Key question. That M4 looking like it's getting boosted over the half wall. We'll see if Flamesy finds his angle. Nah, instead it's just a ton of damage for Apex to have to stomach, and all that utility gonna pressure them back into the B site instead.
Yeah, no, they lose all this space. They still have brackets, so it's not like they weren't playing for info anywhere else. This test will be interesting. Oh, Towson's got both. That's an open site if they want it. Oh, my goodness.
Go ahead and have it.
That's why he's top of the board, man.
I mean, honestly, he's on par to be the highest rated player for Gamer Legion in this stage of the event.
Oh, so it's sort of like seniority. Like you get, since you were so good, even if your last map wasn't that great, you're still going to have the best rating. You're just awarded it. I mean, we all saw the Train. I mean, he was not the best player on Train.
He was not the best player on Train, but he was the highest rated.
He was the highest rated.
It was just more so because his opening game was ridiculous.
You know who's ridiculous? Cypher is ridiculous.
That's also true.
And he wants to go to London too.
Cypher is now the 6th highest rated player at this event so far. He has more maps played than everybody else above him. But hey, a 1.45 rating over 4 maps.
No, that's even more impressive. Less maps is easier.
True.
He's the best Brit in London.
Look at him go. Towson sporting a 1.34 over the first series. All right, Vitality. You gonna shut this down, or are you gonna let Gamer Legion walk all over you, huh?
Gamer Legion absolutely have a chance.
Apex looking for the right hole. Try this one. Wow. That was satisfying, but unfortunately for him,
No one's home.
0 damage. Operating on his own, though, with the way Gamer Legion have just bounced on this B site, crazy style. Better be careful. Crosses back to CT, still got all his nades, man. All the nades in the world here, Apex. You'd hate to die with them, so sure enough, there goes the smoke. And by the looks of it, there goes Gamer Legion. This is a good call from Vitality.
How do you do that? How did Apex do that?
He just knows. He's one of the best.
It just knows how to scare him.
We'll see if it works out. ZywOo was just starting to leave at 30 seconds. Brackets taken here by Gamer Legion. We got ZywOo. Oh, versus Rez with a Galil of all things.
But still 3 guys here. They can't forget about it.
They're hiding in the corners. Pit held strong. Robs' double turns this on its head. Mezzi gets cleared and the third gets wrecked. PR comes through with the instant headshot. Apex chance to clutch. Still has all the nades, but he comes through that library smoke. And in anticipation, held back by Towson, Gamer Legion just tore through a 4-player stacked A defense.
I think the better team's in the lead right now.
How did Rez kill ZywOo with a Galil?
No, that was crazy.
Watch this.
That was crazy.
Bing bong.
He knew exactly the peak. Oh, that's the trade?
Okay,
oh.
PR. Okay. Okay.
It's getting a little nasty.
All right. All right, we're gaming tonight.
Big time.
Let's get it on. We got Nuke waiting in the wings if this does get extended to a third. And it's early. We had fast games today, so come on. Make you wait for that FaZe Na'Vi match later tonight.
The main course.
Because Gamer Legion making a game of this.
It's the appetizer stealing the show. That happens sometimes at a good restaurant.
It does. Yeah, sometimes it does. You can't be mad about that.
No, you're eating good.
Because it always costs less, too.
So the main's not guaranteed anyways. Could be ass.
That's a delicacy.
Crazy style.
Towson into the banana play already. Again, there's just a certain level of confidence Gamer Legion have. They're not getting disrespected by utility on the approach. This Mag 7 didn't get Apex anything last time around. And he's not afforded that half-wall challenge. He's got to sit on his bomb site and hope they come to him. Looking like Humpty Dumpty back here.
Saw a whole lot of nothing as Rops peeked down mid. T's are now coming into this. It wasn't a problem of manpower that last round. It was just overwhelming force from Gamer Legion. Chewing through 4 players in good spots. The setup could be a problem too, but you know, they don't have guns.
Oh, that's a wild pass to take it. Upsets Rop's crosshair. Mezzi's 5-7 still lies in wait.
Don't forget about him.
Back's turned. Yes, sir. Can't manage a second, though. And the fact they drop ZywOo again. And the Mag 7 never gets a chance to shine. Rotate cut off. Tough one for Mezzi. If he has a real weapon, maybe, just maybe. But ZywOo ends up getting bodied with nothing. No impact whatsoever on the hold.
He only had a
Gamer Legion
pistol,
had the
too.
better buy, and yet again, looked like the better team.
Yeah. Yeah, that was only Rops with a rifle, so it's a matter of money. They don't have a full investment here. But it does mean that Gamer Legion hit 11 rounds. They've done this in the most sort of legitimate way possible. That previous rifle round, that showed the main thing they didn't have on Train, which was fragging ability. They showed they can have that over Vitality at the right moment.
No, Apex gonna try to hunt you down, looking for money and a bit of revenge, but instead it's a 5-round lead here for Gamer Legion. A T-side that has gone flawless so far, 5 rounds straight. That wild route that the first player takes over top of the railing just leads Rops' M4 to only really have a chance at one target. Bit of a head scratcher here for Vitality, clearly. ZywOo's op is now in hand.
We'll call this a last chance for Vitality. Before disaster strikes on Inferno. Kind of just want to tell yourself the rotations are still good. Oh, but there's no pit player, actually. This timing on the walkout could be perfect.
Yes, it is. Woof, and the shots come with it. PR and res.
Oh, the call is excellent, man.
Just walk right through. Preparation on this T-side has been immense. We talked about how they probably were prepped for Train as well, but maybe not for the game plan Vitality threw at them.
That's a
6
call out.
CT round wins is what Gamer Legion had in the first half. They end up picking up second pistol, convert it fully, and now playing with caution to ensure that a guy like ZywOo, who is damn well capable of robbing a 1v3 away from you, doesn't get that heroic moment here in the 18th round of play. Gamer Legion, 6 rounds in a row, unanswered by Vitality's defense on their very own map pick.
Yeah, I mean, excellent call from ZTR. It's exactly like you can't have a better call for that setup. You're walking to the end of halls and you're telling PR to get out.
Good call. I go.
This timing was excellent.
That's why you're D tier IGL, bro. That's why you're D tier IGL.
Yep. So that's fraud.
Oh yeah, what tier list was that on? Where
who
he got?
called them D tier?
I don't know.
Was it Maui Snake?
Was it?
Maui Snake just did an IGL tier list.
Oh really?
Yeah, he did.
Oh man, it's always Maui Snake, isn't it? It could also be the same one that the Aurora thing happened. Was that the Aurora Mongols fiasco?
3 weeks ago, Maui Snake posted a video called the Definitive 2025 IGL tier list.
Oh my god.
Definitive is that's a bold claim. And let's skip to the end of it like I do all of his videos.
Oh my god. Why'd you put it in 4K? You literally put it in 4K just now and caught another ad.
Another ad here. 1 second, please. We gotta get to the bottom of this real quick. It's the first ad of 2. We'll skip that one. ZTR, it's in the need to find consistency category.
1, 2, 3,
Fifth.
4, 5th tier
So
down.
S, A, B, C,
D
that's
tier.
D.
Wow. It's a D tier.
Mm-hmm. Pretty nasty. That was a fantastic call.
Yeah, that was a fantastic call. Excellent. Oh, I was taking it right now.
But Flamesy's gonna try to stop this on the
still
approach. Oh no, walks in as the fire spreads.
Awkward. ZywOo 9 HP, that might not be enough, however. 4 up still here for Vitality. He can rotate freely.
Gonna bank on the IGL to hold it all back. Smoke in front of PR, but does PR respect it? Okay, he will. Doesn't always. I mean, they could just come through, double smoke executes, CT and Coffins, take site 3vx. But if they hold nades for the post plant, then it feels like a guaranteed hold. Ooh, they make sound though. That's 2 players confirmed. Zai was gonna run off that. They disassembled the boost, but they let them know they are still, in fact, right there.
So honestly, though, ZywOo has 2 flashes here for Apex, so he can run through this.
There's a setup for a second. Apex still yet to move a muscle. Off the second flash, he'll go, but they've just covered their bomb plant in smoke. ZywOo comes through with the CTR
Shot
kill.
through the smoke. Crazy that he got that. He needed that, to be honest.
They got Apex to bite at least, so they'll clear sight. And the 9 health ZywOo inside Church with a double CT banana wrap.
Oh, and ZT...
Rez is getting off site.
And he's going to cross.
Oh, he made it, but he did get spotted,
Yeah,
so
he
that's
did.
going to be great info. ZywOo's going to turn around. There's a question as whether Rez keeps pushing his
They're
luck.
watching this push, though.
Rez doubles back, and he gets his headshot. A second player from Banana. ZywOo has to come and clear this out. PR chance to close, denied by Rops. It's a game of information that goes back and forth, and finally, we will get Vitality with a CT round win.
Gotta love the play from Rez, to be honest. He barely gets spotted from the push on Banana. If he gets all the way by, ZywOo's not gonna watch his flank. They would have no idea he'd be over here. The only thing they could have done better is swing out to get the second frag, but they making a low number situation look scary now, and yeah, that's the only real reason Vitality even survived this.
Dangerously close for Vitality. But they plant a seed for the potential CT side with that one. B-Side really hasn't been able to do too much about keeping Gamer Legion off Banana. We saw that challenge from Flamesy. Oh, Apex steps into the taps of Kersey.
He doesn't even realize.
Frag for the CT players, great. That's Mezzy down to 65. Towson runs through, and the A1S spray's not good, while Flamesy's got the nade in hand. B-Site for all,
They look
time and
beatable.
time again.
They look so beatable right now. How's this happened? Gamer Legion can grab 13 here. I don't think this retake is really even possible with PR on this timing. Call it a night.
He's got a slow burn to deal with Rops. They win both pistols in this second maps. Rops got wind of some kind of flank, but misses the timing, and so it all falls on ZywOo. He held enough of the site last round, but this time it just goes down all too quickly. And Gamer Legion's T-side with some fantastic ZTR calls didn't even give Vitality a chance to breathe. Nuke will decide which of these teams books their tickets to London.
Apologize, Maui.
Go on, Maui. What do you have to apologize for?
They got really made to look like a fool back on that map that at one point they were untouchable in the last few months. That was a wipeout in the second half, a masterclass, if you will, here on T-side. And that would have been impressive versus any team, but to do that versus Vitality, well, that puts you on another level. So, yeah, we know Vitality are good at Nuke. The question is, will they be good today?
It was odd watching Flamesy absolutely tear it up in their opening game, only to currently sit on a 0.78 rating across this series. He's got 19 kills, 32 deaths. So it felt like, you know, the resurgence of Flamesy was going to be parallel with the resurgence of Vitality, but back to the struggles are both the team and him individually. Will things change as he takes to the T side of Nuke? Better late than never, they say. And he'll lead the charge into the ramp room to be held by PR, who goes down with nothing. Kersey takes his place, a third CT, same angles. Towson and Kersey actually find 3 kills on that ramp hold. Oh, make it a 4th.
crushed.
Rez is on the scene. Excuse me, it was Rez there that whole time. Towson's picking his up elsewhere. ZywOo's gone.
Nice
ZywOo
shot.
P250. The ZywOo P250 on a T-side pistol. You've seen it before. You'll see it time and time again.
Careful with the timing.
Where's he going?
Man, if he... Okay, he's got a silent drop. He has to silent drop.
He does. Ooh, he
That's
does.
the only way he doesn't get checked, but Towson's still worried about it just because they don't want to double up on this position.
Thing is, Towson's taking the angle, right? So if ZywOo predicts the position, that P250 from ZywOo could be on this angle as he comes around the corner.
Oh, he's avoided it.
Oh,
What
but
is
he
that?
drops it. He'll get the kill to Rez at least. ZywOo down to 53 health. Never found Towson, who then just sidelines him, but he found a way to get past that line. And that damn near just cost Gamer Legion, a Gamer Legion that looked like they had lost ramp until They throw 3 bodies at it on the same angle.
If you had just one, man, that was such a good play. If you had just got the kill on the first bullet, I don't think the reposition would have worked out. So, well, nice try, Daiwu. Kind of Nico'd it right there a little bit.
Yeah, because it took so long that during the time it took to kill Rez, that's when we get Towson moving out of the deep box. You one-tap him, Zywoo's got you locked into that position. This is 4 pistol rounds out of 5 played, all picked up by Gamer Legion tonight. Rez waiting to take a peek. Gonna run boost a player to distract so Zywoo can try to find the Deeg kill. And that's gonna activate Rez for the triple. Nice and easy with the FAMAS coming out from Secret at the right moment to just make mincemeat of round 2.
Fresh, all 5 in the kill feed. All CT-sided frags. That is a clean sweep. Time to respond, Vitality.
Same thing as Inferno, this Rez Kersey multi-kill kickoff.
Starts off every map with kills, Kersey.
He's having a hell of a series.
Good opener here for Apex. Clean, 2 damage done. As Kersey comes flying through that smoke. Gamer Legion hoping to win their bonus round. Now you have Apex camping out one of their best weapons.
While his teammates go for the group up inside of lobby, he'll just keep this pressure up because there's no pressure coming back at all. So Apex free to just run around.
They still can't get that gun back. They would love to. Oh, well, there's a kill. Flamesy, however, responding from above.
Did Apex's smoke land?
Yeah, he smoked for the hell wrap, but this spot now, the T's can come through. The CTs are confused. Ramp is wide open. They could walk downstairs if they wanted to.
Feeling too free, surely, in Vitality's minds, but this is just Gamer Legion a little too slow to the draw. They're gonna hear that utility popping downstairs and realize they have nobody in position. A little too late to the party. They'll try to scramble for vents, those A players, but bomb being planted double side. And nobody from Vitality has busted open the windows by the looks of it, so they don't have control. They're just gonna sit on the rafters of sight.
There's no retake coming in.
They just give this up.
Yeah, it's just too open of a sight when they came down through ramp, and there's too many things that Gamer Legion don't know. Is there a lurker that's gone through ramp? Is there a lurker that's still in ramp? How much map control has even really been taken from the T side? So that's actually, I mean, it's a solid call. It confuses Gamer Legion quite a bit, and obviously it helps to get the first kill. They look at this as sort of a bonus round. I think Rez comes through, picks up a better gun. They've got something to actually leave with. Not the worst case in the world.
Well, it started as the bonus, right? It was majority SMGs for Gamer Legion. They'll leave with now majority still alive and rifles. You let Vitality on the board in the third.
Put themselves in a good spot to get something for their troubles.
Towards Kersey and Op. Again, we haven't seen him do the most of his work on it today. CT side nuke though. With how much Vitality have started off with the outer play, makes sense. Flamesy, first kill. Trying to get over to that secret cross, or red has really cost bodies for Gamer Legion in these last 2 rounds. Vitality are meeting them very quickly.
So hard to respond to outside control when you lose a first player. Oh, yo, case. Kersey, excuse me, down to 17 health. He's tagged and pushed back. And they're starting secret, which is fine. It's cool because you see Apex here, but it actually just weak. The rest of the map now is so weak.
It's going to take something massive from PR.
Oh, flash
the flash.
Ideal.
Can't go for any kind of a fight. Remember, Kersey's rotate in is going to be on low HP. Apex continuing to find kills, but they've written this off. PR finds a second as he falls downwards. Luckily, it was still Apex to get that kill on Rez elsewhere, but if he dies to Towson right here, well, that would have been the road down to the B site with maybe a chance on this. Apex is just having a field day, swinging around as he pleases. Triple kill outer for Dan Mattisclair.
Yeah, he's playing with him really nicely done. I mean, control outside, it follows through from the last round as well. Even though he got killed, you know, his smoke to fake the wrap is the way he is calling around those plays outside. It's having a lot of impact. You can't let the first frag grow on CT side. That's the whole advantage.
A triple save 2 rounds ago is why we've still got guns in Gamer Legion's hands. We'll see if it's another outer opening death. ZywOo missed chance in Squeaky. Kersey peels away from that. Could have damn well been his death. But ZywOo jumps the gun. That's gonna fluster Gamer Legion for a second. They get Kersey over towards main instead. There's been so much outer presence at the start of these rounds. It makes sense if Vitality were there again, but it's not the case. So good move from Kersey to get towards ramp. How wide of an angle can he take? How many shots before he needs to drop down to B? And how many of those shots find a kill? Because there's 5 players coming his way.
If he's slick with this, he can get the shot off, jump over the railing, and get down lower. And he's good. Oh no!
Lines, good flashbang.
Yeah, he thought he got over the railing. He ended up landing on a second railing. I mean,
runs right back into his death.
That is just movement, though. Even though he couldn't see, you have to be able to do that. You're going to get flash coming into the ramp, so awkward moment. 4-on-4.
Still the 2 guns out on the field, one of which right here allocated backside.
It's Mr. Multi-Kill PR in the back.
5-7 towards control to serve up a distraction. And a molly to burn PR out. Oh, it's held. No way he gets away with that.
That shot's missed from ZywOo.
He was sitting on it ready to go. ZywOo now down to a single point of health. Apex is going to burn the double doors while single remains smoked. ZTR, do you swing? Do you get crazy? Or do you wait because your other 2 players still have guns?
Because they have to plant.
But Rez arriving from ramp winds up dying to Robs. Towson is yet to really find an angle while his 2 other teammates both fall.
Surely now you're basically just leaving, right?
You should. Apex not too far away is gonna take this peek over the stairs, but Towson does escape, and so Vitality get downstairs, and despite PR's best efforts, so close to killing ZywOo, that could have damn well changed it.
I don't know how he lived at all. The molly landed in that spot. They had 2 players on the right side, both watching for only his spot to make sure that he left.
And he gets away with a kill and 99 damage. Buck 99. But all the while, this Vitality T side starting to come together nicely. 3 rounds out of the 5 we've played.
So here's the moment, and again, it's it sucks because, you know, he got over the railing and everything, but they needed him alive.
Towson could attempt to go hero mode here. ZywOo to top silo. Won't find this positioning. Apex gets away with secret control again.
I don't know what the idea is here for ZTR. Towson's one good gun, just an upper stack, hoping it comes in late. I think they're just clasping their hands and praying it's not a ramp play, and then that way they, you know, okay, If they go downstairs, they go downstairs.
But they find the M4, and they trade it out.
I mean, they're still going to come forward, it looks like, into this. We'll see. I mean, Apex not seeing anything lower, but...
If they do follow through onto A, that would make things a little easier. Apex could join them on the A floor. Rez, the gun is still over towards the other vent. So he's just working with the USP, even if he finds timing here. Okay, gotta be scared that Rez has slipped in. USP though, huge ask of him to make anything happen with the vanilla pistol. And Apex gonna charge on forward. Kersey's Deagle catching one, but when the rifle went down and wasn't retrieved, it really did feel like Gamer Legion's hopes faded out. They do. 4-2, the lead for Vitality.
Yeah, appreciate it. They go for the upper stack without anyone playing on top of Hut, and they find other ways to make people useful. They almost get the round they're looking for, but it's about as good as you could ask for with one gun. Messi really wants to be carried to London here. 0-5 so far. Someone drop a smoke? Oh, that was Squeaky. Okay. I mean, at least the CTs have a plan to get some info back, put some pressure on the cross. But it feels like Apex knows how this is going to play out and is really just taking his time with it. Oh, he got caught big time.
Now it's all in ramp instead at 45 seconds. 2 CTs here to stop it. Fire tells them it's inbound, and the trade from Kersey's good. You hear the op ring out. You know to give ZywOo a bit of distance. You've already got ZTR allocated down into dark. And they haven't really thrown anybody out here before, so this is going to be Mezzy back turn, still without a kill so far in map 3. ZywOo massively outnumbered. First shot's good to Towson, but Kersey slides in behind to end it. And majority live here for Gamer Legion as they catch that third round win.
It's good. I mean, it's all to do with Rez essentially from Mini catching Apex, who, again, he's been comfortable going alone outside. Sometimes he has Flamesy up on silo to try to stop anybody, but they aren't starting secret here. They aren't playing around Big Garage or looking to catch his lurk. They just have some pressure to spam that cross and hope they can get some info, and Rez's timing is beautiful. Problem is for Apex is, like, it happens so late in the round, it is kind of revealing. If it happens above a minute, like, well, now you've maybe a second layer of outside smokes could come, a second try, but...
Whoa.
This looks like it's going to work really damn well, isn't it?
Trying to time it with Towson. They still don't even know about the lobby push. Because Towson gets the kill, they got no idea.
How does that work?
Mezzy still
that
ready
covered.
In case. I don't think he expected it that quickly, but...
Yeah, Towson to come up there.
You know, should have been another few seconds.
Wait, this is going to be beautiful for Flamesy. How are they going to expect this push?
Oh, they won't, but they could just avoid it. Oh, this is a wild round.
You can't avoid an upper push. You just can't. If he sits in the back of the site.
But if enough time passes, then eventually Gamer Legion will consider this.
That's
it's just that
true.
Kersey's giving away so much info with the up and down on the ladder.
But the bomb is still just sitting here in lobby.
Yeah, Kersey still doesn't suspect that Flamesy's down beneath him, but Flamesy doesn't get any kind of an angle to deal with this.
He just wants someone to fight.
Oh, Kersey's just stomping around like he owns the place.
They're really just leaving upper totally open. Like, that's the weird long and short of this. Ultimately, Flamesy would love to kill somebody, but if they don't fight anywhere at all, well, it's just a free plant. They could have walked out Hut, Squeaky on any of these timings.
Apex taking his time behind Red. He'll catch ZTR and Rez. Oof, goes for the long-range spray down.
Ambitious, but he's
feeling
feeling
Apex, yeah, you know, he's having a good game on this third map. Good series overall as well. decent. Not quite ZywOo, but tying him in the score for the moment. This is Gamer Legion. I love the lobby push. It looked great once Towson got away with the kill, and we thought maybe, just maybe, PR could go one better. But Mezzy shuts that down, and Flamesy just wins it by finding the absolutely vacant upper site.
I guess it's just unlucky because Mezzy is just on the angle that he was going to sit on no matter what, just to hold for the push if it was going to come out for the next 20 or so seconds. But if
so many close calls here.
Yeah, tons. Vitality did do a good job of creating their own luck, make that situation possible.
Rez finds players flashed, but unfortunately for him, not blind enough.
Second time they've tried that play. Both times have failed now.
Missed chance for Kersey to punish on the cross. Not going to find Vision a second time. Apex, okay, he is on it.
Yeah, he's been
and Kersey took a dink at the same time, so that's him down to 9 health. Slides down into the back of A site. Rops is going to take his sweet time with this lurk. Bomb's still T-spawn, so Vitality, they've got hooks all across the map. Garage control, hut control.
Yeah, I like that characterization. They've all these outposts. They can sit and wait. There's lots of room for the CTs to make mistakes. They're so constricted, though. They can't really move. Kersey, how's he going to rotate from the back of the site? He can cover mini. He can hold down upstairs. He can switch to hut if he wants to. And to be honest, if this goes upstairs, it's their best chance to play. They could genuinely win this round, actually.
Wait, Molly's on him. Kersey's gonna get it. 9 HP gets 1, but Mezzy and Flamesy and the rest of Vitality all just charge on in, so it goes about exactly how you'd expect it to.
Did he have to smoke that out right away?
The Molotov on his feet?
He wasn't. Was he the one who was low? Maybe he was. No, it was Kersey who was low. Yeah.
No, he had more health. Yeah, Apex not blind at all, really.
I wonder if they used the same flash last time, because Apex didn't really respond to it. It just went past him.
Apex again, just crossing over. Nothing they can do about it with just the pistols and a single smoke. We're starting to get into that territory where Gamer Legion are going to have to beat themselves up tonight to just wish they had had a better first half on Train. Because that comeback was starting to take place on their pick. Right now, it looks like Vitality are just drowning Gamer Legion out of their depth. Simple opening. Apex gonna catch the vent rotation because he's down here early. What do you know? A couple freebies. Even catching flank. I mean, Vitality, if that kill goes their way, this round is over. Something to stand on now if Apex dies. But already we've got this B site with the bomb on top of it. ZTR just looking for a way out. Excellent T-side coming through from Vitality. And the plays that Gamer Legion are throwing their way is, you know, that flash outside by Red, just punished.
Hey, let's maybe try the retake randomly. Look how close they've actually made it. AK's in play.
Kevlar for ZTR, I suppose. No kit.
Should be no problem here. ZTR coming from below. They're not actually watching this, so okay. And the shot's missed.
You got a molly for the defuse, and it's a 10-second stick, so ZTR's got to get off it.
He's won it now.
That's that. Piece of utility makes the difference, and ZTR is going to die to the bomb no matter what. Let him go. Let the bomb have him. Vitality take a 7th on the T side.
Marginally awkward there at the end. You know, I think Vitality, like, they're playing well enough to win these rounds. They're not playing well enough to be extra aggressive, which they're probably disappointed about. but I think they're doing what they need to do to be consistent, which is important. Dupree said they're on their B game right now, and this is how their B game can win. You do have to finesse these T rounds a little harder than you used to.
Again, though, Apex just off to the red box. He's been getting away with so much, and he's going to try that garage push again. This has worked for him in the past. It's just such quick timing
unreal,
on everything
yeah.
they play as well, you know? Like
Minute 25, he's behind them in hell.
Really suffocating pace to Apex's pressure, even if it's gone unnoticed.
He's got 4 guys corraled inside now.
Which kind of draws PR back to deal with hell, making sure that this Apex push can't compromise Heaven.
Yeah, this is so like almost unfair to PR. He's got no support now. There has to be a mistake. They can catch Apex on a timing, but in general, the timings are going to favor Vitality. Oh,
PR
this
doesn't
push.
seem too aware. PR did kill Apex for the record back towards hell as this lobby crunch comes through. Mezzy ready to deal with the squeaky side of things.
Yeah, that actually is pretty good with PR getting the kill. Without it, who knows?
Oh, we just
What
missed the player
happened?
under. He missed him, but he loses his support, so the trade's obvious there for Rez. And ZywOo stuck inside his spawn. They don't know about Flamesy. No surprise to catch PR off guard. Rez looking for a 4K this round, but down the vent goes ZywOo. Will he catch him outer? Sorry, it wasn't ZywOo, it was Flamesy to drop. Opened the single door. Rez knows that the squeaky cross is happening. Flamesy comes back. And Vitality again just work the body slowly but surely, pulling Gamer Legion apart, even with the Rez kill inside of the lobby that made it look better.
This is Apex showing us like why they're going to win rounds, and that's them. Look, this Heaven round. Yeah, look how many players are pushing Squeaky at around a minute. It's 5v5, by the way, when that happens. This is a total act of desperation because they couldn't keep outside control. Apex got to big garage, he's crossed red, he's got the secret, he's only died once or twice. Most of the time, he's getting way too much value out of this. They can't deal with it. He's been a nuisance for them. The only reason this round's even close is because PR randomly turns around to check if Apex had come to hell. They've tried to get in the face of Vitality with a couple of these outer pushes, and they've just been swatted away because their flashes have missed. They kind of need a new look that's, I think, in between aggressive and passive to hold outside. Awkwardly, though, now that it's the last round, Vitality could just avoid this entire, do something brand new.
Try it again. This time Kersey does pick up the kill. But
There's
of course
Apex.
it's going to get traded back. Apex has just been owning outside, topping the charts, in fact, for Vitality so far this T side. ZywOo right behind him with potentially his 11th kill to come. Bomb doubles back at Silo while we watch this ZywOo solo push. We wait and we wait, because eventually Gamer Legion are going to have to move forward or fall back. ZywOo's teammates now inbound, but he's still operating ahead of them. Does that bait them into the swing? I don't think so. He's going to try to chase him with the Deagle. Rez gets away with the second kill, but the numbers were there for Vitality. The auto shotgun from Towson. Mezzy catching a player unprepared, and he knows the main swing's coming, but they at the very least grab that one. So you deny Vitality a final round on the half. It is still only 4 CT rounds here for Gamer Legion's Nuke.
I hear that you are up for renewal when it comes to our membership, and so I've dusted off
your portfolio, and I would like you to give me your thoughts on what I consider to be one of the finest of Counter-Strike's cultural moments. Ahead of us, we have Inhuman Reactions by Hiko. You remember this well, don't you?
I do remember it. I can't escape it in some sense. It has become part of my life, just like Counter-Strike has. So,
I think that when we talk about culture, we talk about context, we talk about history and all these things that make Counter-Strike great. But the beauty of Inhuman Reactions by Hiko, by Anders Bloom, is that it's short and sweet. We play this clip.
the thing to really remember here is that we are in an era of Counter-Strike where the Swedes dominate everything. There is no challenge. Everyone knows they're the best, and Hiko is just this North American player. Sure, he's got a bit of a personality, he's got a bit of something going on for him, and then this happens. What is that?
Oh.
God, Inhuman Reactions!
That is Counter-Strike in its essence. We see him go on to lose this round, and I think one of the great things that you said here,
Not even with an aimbot could you have got that kill, and Hiko
sometimes
is still the 1-on-3.
anything is possible. I think Hiko's very lucky, Mr. Bloom, that you were there to elevate this moment.
Ultimately ended up being a big moment for both of us in many ways, even years later.
So when we think of cultural impact with Counter-Strike, I give this a 10 out of 10. And in terms of mechanics, that lizard flick that Hiko puts on display, I give that 10 out of 10 as well. This is a magnitude 10 shaking of the Counter-Strike world. 100% glory in my eyes.
Well, I would be remiss to argue with that. I will agree with your score.
Ah, fine taste. It's my pleasure to approve your renewal. You may continue casting Counter-Strike.
I appreciate your generosity.
Ah, yes. Oh, it's not on behalf of myself, sir. This is the Culture Clubhouse, after all. It's on behalf of all of Counter-Strike.
Well, together we will continue to build the culture even further into the future then.
Greater than ever. Gamer Legion impressed us to push this series the distance, but unfortunately for them, a little flat when it came to the outer yard control, and Apex has had a field day, reminding us and all of the world why Vitality's better than Gamer Legion.
Oh man, it's kind of that like Apex just did it all by himself almost, which is, I guess it's good that he can do that for sure. It did show up Gamer Legion a lot. I mean, he was the king of the game plan and top of the scoreboard.
King of the castle,
so
king of the castle.
They'll never catch him. They'll never catch, they couldn't, that's for sure. But will Gamer Legion win every pistol besides one, Connor?
Do you mean will they win 5 of 6? We're about to find out. Rez looking like ZywOo. T-side armored P250. It's my favorite pistol buy. It's very gentlemanly, very Rez-like. Come on, boys, get out of the way. Rez is holding the angle while you're supposed to be running downstairs, but you've given that time to ZywOo. And with him on Beretta's Kevlar, ooh, that's the only thing.
Oh, see ya.
Never mind.
See ya.
Player right above him, Rez is being hunted. Mezzy takes an extra second. Rops is here to help him now, and Mezzy's still standing, but his gun goes dry.
Rops got 3.
How have you done that?
With a little distraction, that's how.
We thought it was going to be Apex and ZywOo going tit for tat to take to the top of the scoreboard. Towson executed. Rops escapes with 3. Mezzy was just a distraction. That's all he was.
Yeah, he was just a great British distraction.
Cook off.
So, I mean, and he was perfect at it. This is insane, though. Oh!
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, nut.
Robs kills 2 players not looking his way.
Yeah, because they were looking for Mezzy on the mezzanine.
now you'll...
Well, the one pistol they really needed.
Yeah? They won it.
No, oh yeah. Well, I meant Gamer Legion really needed it.
Oh.
Not sure if Vitality did.
Yeah, they do.
This
because
is looking
they've
a
only
lot
won
like
one.
Paris Grand Finals right now.
It is. It's a full house from the French. C'est votre moment. C'est votre major. Hell yeah. That's Paris in a nutshell if you weren't there for it.
1 damage on Kersey. Oof.
Shadow advantage bodes well for Flamesy. Gonna mop up some easy ones. And Apex at a secret. Sorry, Gamer Legion. Doesn't look like you're gonna have anything to stand on when it comes to Nuke. You're gonna go home. You're gonna lick your wounds. You're gonna be whining and wondering why you'd let Train's first half get so lopsided. And you'll learn from this mistake and you'll come back, because this isn't Bounty. This isn't TWC. We're back at a double elimination. We got a lower bracket. And they can run that lower bracket, I still think.
Yeah, I mean, this is a confidence builder, I think, today, too.
They'll be sent down to face Fnatic, where we will have more British on British violence.
Dude, Fnatic, you never know. Yeah, because Cypher was so fantastic today.
Kind of playing like a monster. I remember at the last London event bumping into Cypher at the after party, and he said, man, I wish I was on that stage today. Well, what do you know? Here we are a year later, and he's playing for it, and he's playing well enough to deserve it. So who knows? But right now, it's between Mezzy and Ash. Towson finds first blood, Rops' position, given up. Apex here to support him, and he doesn't even really need the help because he gets a second on his own. We've got Bomb back in lobby.
What's going on,
bodies
Rops?
dropping all over. We've got Vitality paving the way to London with the bodies of Gamer Legion.
Dude, Rob said, give me 10 minutes, I'll have flies crawling on their eyeballs.
Ew, that's graphic.
3 kills around.
Flies on the eyeballs. Like livestock. Kersey and Rez putting themselves into a 2 versus 4 post plant, but ZywOo's hunting Rez now. Creeping ever closer. Kersey, better keep your gun out, that's why. Insta headshots, nice and all. Flamesy's very far removed still. Oh no, he comes up the vent.
How did he get away with that?
In that exact moment.
Full house.
I thought he was still downstairs, but he makes the journey real quick. A couple of kills for the road after Rops gets the triple from Garage, or Garage. And that's Vitality 11-4.
It'll be Garage if they lose. How about that?
Okay.
For Garage, they can still have the music genre. Man, Rops is on point right now. And Flamesy's back, I guess.
Yeah, good on him to get some freer kills at the end of the series. Otherwise, it would have been one of those disappointing days for Flamesy. If you end on the highest note of the 3 maps you've played, makes it feel a little better. You're also locking in London with 2 more round wins here on Nuke. That is all that separates Vitality. And a chance to step forward in London to give Mezzy a British crowd and potentially British trophy lift. It's all just hypotheticals. The only guarantee is that they're heading there in a few days' time. 2 rounds, Vitality. 2 rounds.
I hope they go ramp. I mean, they are going to go ramp because it's a lower split happening. In the game that Rops is having, he's just going to click-clack. Burst down 2 quickly, out of there, no damage.
Give him the beans. Ooh, he actually falls off it.
Yeah.
Flamesy catches Towson down towards Secret, so the plan is very clear to Vitality that Gamer Legion are coming down for this B split. Apex a little worried about the double doors because it is wide open, and there is still this second player to creep down Secret. Oh, Flamesy's got the headshot. Apex finds his in the meantime, and Flamesy tearing him up here at the very tail end of the game. PR from the bottom of Gamer Legion's scoreboard is nothing but Flamesy's 4th victim. That is a whole bunch of map and match points. I'll do the
Yeah.
math, tabulating, calculating. 8 rounds to lock in London.
And that round wasn't a good reason to believe in Gamer Legion. What a moment here for Flamesy. Turning around inside of control, that was too much. Poor ZTR thought he had a lurk. They didn't even need Rops this round.
Couple of back 10s to try to crank the dial. Perhaps Rez already over top of main. He will find a back turn, but Flamesy just gets right back to killing ways. A-site looking takeable at this point, but we do have the Rops lobby wrap, and he finds Kersey. Ooh, gonna make this one all the more difficult for Gamer Legion, just looking to extend play a bit longer. Rez smoke fade in a moment, but the MAC-10's gonna frazzle Rops. You give Rops time and
second
space,
lurk, though.
he'll get away with it. Apex takes the place of it, looking to join forces with ZywOo up from heaven, letting the nades fly, letting the announcements come through with the kills as well. So if you don't have your tickets, buy them now, because Vitality are locking in a place at the OVO Arena Wembley. Mezzi with a chance at a title on home soil. And more importantly than anything, Vitality just on a recovery, yet again guaranteeing a top 6. Even if things go as badly as possible once we get to playoffs, we are talking about Vitality maintaining a level that keeps